Okay. Hopefully this sounds better. Testing. Whoa. What happened? I kind of want to keep the VOD up for what just happened. Hold on, let me listen to that back. I can't hear it. No. Okay, well, I'm gonna delete that VOD, I guess. My mic's coming through now, so I think. Is it still coming through? Yeah, okay, that was so weird. Let me just delete that VOD. No one will see it. Actually, I can just unpublish it. Perfect. Okay. Okay. There we go. To preface, I have never played a Pathologic game before this. I tested this game out a little bit. It was pretty fun. I'll probably try the main game, Pathologic 3, when it comes out. But I might try the other games, too. The other Pathologics. Who knows? That might be a very upsetting thing to say. That I haven't played the previous games of a trilogy game. But I haven't. Also, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep the voices with audio in this game, because it kind of like gets in the way of me reading stuff. From what I've seen, the voices like say stuff apart from the dialogue that shows up on the screen. I think that's a little weird. But whatever. So be it. This game does seem fun, though. I might try out the previous games. The Capital, where the Bachelor returned in disgrace after the Step Town perished. Or Steep Town, I think that's pronounced. Whoa, my frames. I'm not scared of you. Go to hell, Death. Oh, that's Death up there. Not even after these 2 weeks, not scared. I'm going to play this game as if I know what's happening, though. And if I don't know what's happening, it's not going to get in my way. Wow, this guy's going through it. Can't remember the name nor the face. Whose reflection are you? They are human, too. I'm focusing so... Ugh. Lemon. That's beautiful. Oh, I probably... I don't know which way I'm supposed to read this. I think... Okay, it must be the god of death weighing a very small heart against a very small feather. Oil on canvas. It's just oil on canvas, bro. It don't mean nothing. What does that say? Nothing. You? There's nothing here. Someone died here. A fellow of infinite jest, of most excellent fancy. Can I crouch? I want to get a good look at him. Why is... Oh, it's a little stuttery. That's odd. Where are my controls? Is there a crouch? I don't think there's a crouch in this game. No. It would have been so easy. Strokes the control button. You would have been a good crouch button. But alas. It's a cool face. I don't really know what... If this is a language, I don't know what language this is. Backs turned. Out of scorn? Out of fear?
I'll follow you through hell, but not high water. If it gets to high water, that's on you.
Why aren't you at the interrogation yet, Bachelor? You're supposed to be there already. What's going on outside? What are you looking at? Like, he just sings a little bit too long for me to wait. I don't know. I might lower the dialogue volume. Anyways, Platon, hang on, Chief. Did they summon you because of Thanatica? Will the order to shut the library down laboratory down be revoked? Postponed? Once again, no clue what's happening. No, I believe I was summoned because of the sand plague. They fear the epidemic might have already spread here to the capital. Yes, the order will be postponed. We'll do some work yet, I hope. No, they're not revoking it. Thanatica is no more. A sand plague sounds cool. I'm clicking that. See, this guy has nothing to say. Very good. He also doesn't have a name, Mr. Spectator. So you're that doctor who first discovered this deadly epidemic, this, dirt disease? Is it true that it killed off a whole steep town in a week? 25,000 dead? I don't react. Listen to me, all of this is just hearsay. Please leave our director alone. He has important work to do. And you, Chief, should hurry off now. Your appointment is at 8. No, answer me this. Since you're the one in charge, is it true or not? You say this disease was already in the capital? Still, what are you staring at? What's going on out there? I'll probably pick this one. I'll read out the others so I can get a little bit of context. I never said that. I said they believe the epidemic might already have spread here. That is what I said, and the bureaucrats are usually wrong. Yeah, stupid frickin' bureaucrats. Not exactly 20,000, strictly speaking, fewer. And there were 417 survivors, a scant but non-zero amount of hope. What are you staring at? What's going on outside? I can't look away from it. No, don't look! The wheel. Ah. Gah. That's what my face looks like right now. Shattered and impaled. Impaled. I also don't think this demo is too long. And I have another... I don't know what that was. I have another game planned afterwards. Day 8 in which the Bachelor says farewell to hopes and tries to flee the doomed steep town. Lemoon. Hey man. You cool? Executor. You can go no further. Quarantine. This mask is cool. Enough cawing. It was I who set up the quarantine in the first place. So, the Bachelor, my character, seems to have no problem with this guy. No problem with, like, one of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse showing up in, like, a plague doctor skeleton mask. I'm so tired of running into obstacles that I created myself. Who are you? State your name. You know what? I feel like I want that one. I didn't recognize you at first glance. You've changed quite a bit after a week in our town. I'm Sava Kremenets. Number 72, the last of the volunteer Orderlies Corps. Since you're here, consider this my resignation. I do not accept your resignation. The last volunteer, the last post, the last frontier. How quickly it all came to an end. I don't accept your resignation. Back to work. You promised to save our town, but all you leave behind are ashes and graves. What lies ahead of you is not the steep, but a fog of uncertainty. Where will you go now, old man who lost to death? What a way to talk to me, 72. Grow too fond of your mask? Abide by the protocol and stop with the implications. I like this answer. There's a distinct smell of creosote. There's a railroad nearby. I'll return to the capital. They're shutting down Thanatica, my lab, and the Academy must hear of this dreadful disease. No reason to stay here. The town is lost. I admit I'm not omnipotent, but I've tried. I like this. The audacity of 72 here. Stand down. Know your place. People whisper rumors that the only doctor in town plans to abandon them, to flee. The most fortunate, the survivors, already planned their own escapes. Could they be saved? Sandpests should be kept within this town's limits, or else it will devour the whole nation. Some of the survivors might be infected. Quarantine means quarantine. I think I'm gonna go with, like, the giving people the least amount of hope possible route. I think I gotta go with, yeah, there's no hope in this world route, even though I don't know the situation in this world. There's no hope. Each decision leads to regret the next day. Each step, the abyss. How can one sleep after that? My nightmares are a personal matter. Seems I am in a waking dream. What screeches out in the steep? And that shadow almost touches the sky. Vita somnium brevi. I believe in that. Nightmares multiply in darkness. It's their nutrient medium, just like blood, floor, or plague. I still have some matches on me. I'll find a way to fend off the darkness. See those bonfires? Those were prepared on my orders to fence off the plague districts. Now they will light my path. Not afraid of nightmares. Reality is much more horrific. Damn, bro. That you sounded hella cool when you said that, bro. Oh, that sounds so cool. The light of salvation burns and then fades like hope, like someone's life on a hospital bed. You think you'll manage to escape? She already follows you, trying to reach you. She won't just let you leave. Was she the plague? Death? Question mark. Just, I'm guessing this is in reference to the she, but a good just death? That question is good. Could that be someone threatening my lab? You think I have nowhere to go, that in the capital everything is already lost? Not that steep fairy tale nonsense about monsters again. Well, this answer would kind of give this guy, like, would kind of calm him down, you know? That sounds like me trying to calm down somebody. That's not the answer I'm going for. I need people to be in hectic craze everywhere I go. That'd be someone threatening my lab. You think I have nowhere to go, that in the capital everything is already lost? There's also a bit of, like, assurance in this one. This one, death question mark, has no assurance whatsoever. Bingo. Chekhov's razor. Our fool Bachelor Dankovsky. Conscience? Of course it's conscience. You cannot run from your conscience, not even on a train. Oh, you'd be lucky to even board that train alive. And what form your conscience assumes is on you and your broken imagination? I think this guy a philosopher, number 72. I guess I gotta believe the philosophers of this world. You imply that I imagine that horrific silhouette, the hallucinations of a guilty conscience? It's likely just neurosis. That's a good parry the philosophy answer. No time to wax philosophical. The fog thickens, the bonfires fade, and I still seek a train, apparently. One with escapees. My conscience is clear. I did all I could for the town. One person alone cannot fight an outbreak of an unknown disease. Likely just neurosis. Parried. Come back to where you came from, Doctor. Try to become your old self again. Just don't forget the matches. Enough with your scare tactics. Thank you, 72. If it's really you for your volunteer service, you did all you could. I would never thank someone. Oh! He vanished. I think I could die. I think this is it for me. Oh. That's a big cow. Wait! Bonfire lit? Bro, it's like Dark Souls. This game must be a Souls-like. Yeah. A lighthouse? That fella contorting. Yep. Spot on. What a shot. Boom. Bingo. Parabolas. What is like a lighthouse? Off that train! That's my train. Back, demon. Shoo! Oh, I can't even jump. My legs do not bend. Hold Q to see things worthy of my attention. The stench. I'm going to be ill. Out! Out! That's all he has to say. Bunch of bodies, smell bad. Yeah. It just smelled bad. Okay, I guess I'll leave. Oh! Oh! Ah. I got spiked. Ow. The demon spiked my ass. The day before, in which the Bachelor leaves the capital to venture to the edge of the world. Okay, hold up. Hold up. Basic is on. 144 hertz refresh rate. Heard motion blur. I don't know what's causing this. I also put a lot of stuff to low. So I don't know what's causing it to be like a little bit choppy. I just won't try and move around that much. Isidore Barak's message. My dear Bachelor Dankovsky, I was dismayed to learn that the powers that be intend to shut down the laboratory that... Shut up! Had earned its renown through your thanatology research. Is it true they branded your work scientific extremism? Yes. If some deem the study of... Please, I'm trying to read! Death, aging, and necrosis futile, I have found a case that will silence them and restore your good name. Simon Kane, the ruler of our town, is a living example of inexplicable longevity. Come at once, this discovery will be a sensation. Save your lab and bring your fame. Faithful colleague, Isidore Barak. P.S. I have already spoken to Simon. He agreed to assist a scholar of your renown in this endeavor. We have great respect for daring ideas and far-fetched projects. What do you want? The door's barricaded. Butterflies. We used to keep Calyptrophylic here. They feed on blood, but the simple fragile butterflies that feed on flowers and light were stronger. Vampires are dorks is what I'm getting from this. We are dying every minute of our lives. I have challenged this unfortunate phenomenon, an undoubtedly surmountable phenomenon. Too many big words. I'm gonna blow up. Loot? Damn! Damn! I don't want to become Death's henchman. But if anyone thinks they can bully me, demand more than they need, or trample on my dignity, they're wrong. Damn! Bink! That's my bad boy right there. A shameful escape, a daring hope. Whoever grabs a bluebird by the tail will see the souls of things. Okay, it's so choppy, I don't know why. Made great progress in calculations of human life, but failed to calculate a course in academia that would be acceptable for the powers that be. I've got the powers that be. Running through me. Lame.
You asked for it, you got it, Chief. You have too much of a spine.
Do you hear those peculiar footsteps on the stairs? I do hear them. Ominous footsteps. I think they're coming for us. If they catch you here, there's no telling what might happen. You could even be arrested.
Point on this though, huh? We're running terribly low on mice. And the mice themselves are a little feeble.
I don't care about the mice.
Enthusiasm.
I don't care about your mice, man. Now I continue, the ruling goes on. Your Thanatica, the nation's only laboratory specializing in novel life extension techniques, comes across as pseudo-scientific wild goose chase. This is a so-called effective immortality project. So, I think I'm researching immortality. And there's a plague. Interesting. Enough, I'm sick of it already. Wild goose chase, that gaggle of ossified dotards. The D word. There'll be an inquiry based on our results at the Academy Special Commission, which, as you know, Karlovich, is on. I like using the D word. Oh, but there's more. As according to a number of scientists, including Voronin, Ziegler, and Vilanovich, achieved significant breakthroughs. We can skip this part. There, in view of the Academic Council deeming it to lack any prospects whatsoever, the only rational course of action would be to suspend the research, transfer the laboratory to the purview of the Chemistry Institute, and dismiss its staff. I can recite it from memory by now. Perhaps you could retell it in verse, Platon? It would calm you down and put things in broader perspective. I won't let them, it's my life's work. I don't know to what extent you two might say the same. I'd sooner lose a wife, an arm, and an eye than Thanatica. And why does it have to be now? We just got a cellular level reaction. I like that. I like that response. I'd sooner lose my wife. You don't have a wife. Given the way you live, you never will. Oh. Fine, no wife. So make it both eyes or both arms. After all, I've got you and Platon. I'll do fine with just my head. Actually, there is still hope, Bachelor. If we present them that immortal man from the Central Steep. What was his name? Shane? Ivan? Kane. Simon Kane. No time, colleagues, no time. They're already climbing the stairs. Stankowski, you need to run. There will be no commission while you're gone. We can stall the proceedings. Go and fetch us an immortal right away. We'll tell them you're away on that trip. For once, the red tape will play into our hands. We'll stall. Reports, audits, you name it, and appeal if all else fails. But if they find you, they'll convene and force us to testify, and we won't be able to wriggle out of it. Okay. I agree, if you leave before you're handed the ruling, it's their fault for missing you. But if you wait until afterwards, that's obstruction. They won't miss a chance to hold it against you, and they'll use whatever pretext they can. What about you two? Bah, what would they want with us? You're the big-name scientist, so act like it. You're the one they need. And that Shane person is just who you need, okay? Oh, for God's sake, Platon. Shall we toss him out of the window? That's it, they're here. Hear those voices? They must be deciding whose head is hard enough to batter down the door with. Get out, the eastbound train departs at 4:15. You can make it right on time. You two keep cool. Stall for time and keep mum. I don't know what that means. Oh wait, one last thing. But wait. One more thing. One more thing. Have a look at this while you're on your way. You've been promising to for 3 months already, but you've never found the time. It's a tool for studying tuberculosis, the air humidity thing, remember? Kaufman, Gorski, Anastine. How do it work? There's no time. Take their papers and read them on your way. We have more pressing issues right now. Case in point, when is report S-104 coming in? You know, the cytological... You trying to be funny or what? Get out, Chief. Use the back door and don't come back without your immortal. We're back in a week. Out come Scudo. Out in Scudo. Of in the cold food. Of out the hot food. Big jar. How do I... Boom! Yes, sir. Hey, what was that? Prototype. It was made when we were trying to fight tuberculosis pathogens. In theory, it purifies the air of microorganisms with sound at a frequency beyond human perception, destroying their cell membranes. Only it could kill them inside the human body. The device would be priceless. Can't even open the door the whole way? I close it. It's Tellman, isn't it? He informed on us. The bastard. You bastard, Tellman. His name's Tellman. What, you think he wouldn't tell? I mean, it just kind of all makes sense.
You ought to reread your own early work, Chief.
Wait, just
assuming you wrote them yourself.
Wait, just one more thing. One more? What might that be? Take care of yourself, Chief. You're so reckless. Head always to the clouds. You don't really know how to fend for yourself, do you? You even care about yourself? Nah. Where's my nah answer? What's the worst that could happen? That's basically nah. We're all doomed without you. Come on, it'll be alright. Hey, no crying in the laboratory. It'll be alright. Please abide by the protocol. See, these two are assuring. Once again, I suppose I might as well just be going for the evil route at this point. Abide by the protocol, Seraphiba. Enough of this. Are you armed? Why, I'm armed with my vast intellect and a quick wit. As long as I can open my mouth, they won't know what hit them. That's... Damn. I'm gonna own some stupid losers. Daniel, are you armed? I am. Premonitus, Premunitus. At least I can shoot myself with this if I fail. See, that's a good answer. That's what I'm looking for right there. All goes wrong, I'm aiming the barrel at my head. Have you ever even used it? Please take this seriously. Best I can do is point at someone and pretend it's loaded. Might not work on the bears though. Lamau. Well, at least point it then. You can be very persuasive sometimes, Chief. Best of luck to you and Playton, Seraphima. Oh. Oh. How do I check if this thing has bullets? I don't see any bullets. Oh, okay. Peace. Ah, that's a little thing we doctors like to do. Called scare tactics. Yet again, Bachelor Dankovsky is banging his head against a closed door. Can't go through here. Okay. Had to bang my head on it a little bit. Make it more realistic. Whoa. That's one nasty dude. He ain't got no flesh on him. Is it me? Or is this skeleton getting it right now? He hitting that shit. Damn! He doesn't look like that in real life. He doesn't even have this haircut. I wish it was loaded. What the? Graduate students call him Daniel the Dinosaur, implying he's banging his head against the wall like someone they know. I happen to think he's just dead tired. Daniel, I would do it for you. This is not what I look like, right? Surely not. Looks in the mirror. Well, yeah. Pour another bullet out for the man on the paper. In my expert opinion, this specimen looks more like Daniel Dankovsky. I don't know which one that's referred to. One of many whose heads will be put on a spike as a warning to the daring. They won't even... I really don't know which one's first here. They won't even mention me in textbooks, I reckon. Not even longevity tendencies in Calyptra, Thalictry, and other bloodsuckers. Is there an animal that even has this long of horns in life? That seems excessive. I suppose a longhorn. If this is a longhorn, I don't really know my animals. But that, I mean, that's just like a little bit too big, man. How do I get it that big? Whoa! You freeze. It's loaded. I'll take this guy out, I promise. Nice helmets, they won't do any good against bullets. Even if I had a bullet, even if I could shoot, I wouldn't stoop to dumb? What? What did you just say, Daniel? Dumb, bald-headed pawns. Yeah, that's right. You bald-headed pawns. Grow some hair. Where am I? I can't go back. Yes, I see. Okay. Where my gun at? Where my gun at? Wait, hold up. Where my gun at? That's not pulling out my gun. Paint. I can hear you in there, hen-hearted vermin. You poured me cognac not 2 weeks ago, Kartsevich. I could hear you in there, Kartsevich. Open up, buddy. So be it. He doesn't want to speak to me. He won't get to. A closet for visual aids. Taxidermy specimen can receive any cure. Truly, they're the real immortals. the light. Yeah, once again, I don't know which way this is supposed to be written. The order's not even in yet, but our names are already crossed out. We all learned to do this. Why'd you have to be the best student, you bastard? Have they penned the epitaph too, I wonder? Does it even have accolades, or is it just dearly beloved by his friends? Ronan is a lovely person, very polite. He has a lovely signature, too. Neat, with a flourish above the first O. It looked lovely on his denunciation of my lab. What was your name again? Voronin. Hey, buddy. You want to let me in? It's been a while since we talked. I just wanted to see how you were doing, man. You mind opening the door? I just need some... I'm outdoors for a couple of days. I was wondering, you know, if you could just, like, open the door for me, let me in or something. I've turned over a new leaf. I promise. Whatever. He doesn't believe me. Can't for the life of me remember what's behind there. My wits are scattered. Well, I mean, there's one way to find out. How do I pull out my gun? Please. Draw/holster gun. 2. I press 2. Where my gun at? Open. What's here? You said nothing, Dankovsky. When these ones were closed down and evicted, they had no talent, they deserved it, didn't they? Damn, well said. He right for that, though. He right for that. Cross the circle and you're free. Break the circle, tear it apart.
I'm Daniil Dankovsky, Bachelor of Medicine. My research into the limits of human life has brought me renown. I've devoted all my energy and remarkable intellect to combating the greatest fear that binds humanity, the inevitability of imminent death. Seeking proof of my theories, I traveled to a small, steep town to examine a person of phenomenal longevity, Simon Kane. But I walked into a trap. The moment I arrived there, an unknown disease struck the town. It devoured the town like a wildfire. Its contagion and lethality surpassed anything humanity had ever faced. And I became the only doctor standing in the way of this unprecedented pestilence.
Backstory. I got played. Someone played me. Hello.
Staying at home, waiting, counting minutes.
Inspector, let's go back to your testimony, Bachelor Dankovsky. Testimony, so this is an interrogation, a preliminary investigation. Right to my testimony, how long are you going to drag out this dramatic pause, Inspector? I got 2 can play that game. Let's try to remain level-headed. The ministerial inspection of your lab, Thanatica, began in early September. Your presence was required at all times. Instead, you dashed off across the country to a backwater town to bring back what might be described as... Yes, an immortal man. Person with unique longevity, or at least a result of his medical evaluation. Clear evidence that Thanatica's work had potential. I did not flee. I think Mr. Daniil would never admit that he fled. That's a good answer. Yes, this town had an outbreak of some fever the scientific community had no knowledge of. As luck would have it, you were the only medical professional at the site of the event. You were forced to remain there since leaving was impossible. You led the effort to combat the epidemic, and evidently took on some field research as well. Accurate so far? Well, not inaccurate. The devil's in the details. You seem to be setting up some trap. Let's see what exactly you're trying to find out. You seem to be setting up some trap. You did not succeed. A complete failure. It goes without saying that one would be foolish to fault a medical specialist in a situation like yours. The remoteness, the lack of communication, the hostile environment, terrible conditions for scientific work. What doctor could have possibly succeeded in those? No one blames you. On the contrary, many stopped just short of saying I deliberately brought the infection to the capital. Perhaps I should have walled myself in with a lab report pinned to my corpse. Precisely, no equipment, incompetent aides, zero authority, given I'm not an epidemiologist. I did the best I could. I like him putting the blame on other people right here. This evil route is going not bad so far, I'll be honest. Oh, this is me. Wait a minute. Precisely, no equipment and competent aids. I said I don't blame you, didn't I, Bachelor? Oh, am I the inspector? I said I don't blame you, didn't I, Bachelor, for any of it? Did you hear me? Besides, you were in a state of extreme exhaustion. Add that to the stress of the whole situation around your lab. The best you could do, if I understand correctly, was nothing. Circumstance tied your hands, so you did nothing. I think I'd want Bachelor Guy to feel bad in this situation. I don't think anyone's coming out of this whole story feeling good. Besides that ordinance from last year, what? That's better. Tell me, if you'd be so kind, what causes your suspicious unease? I wouldn't assume a guilty conscience. What, did something surprise you? I suppose we can't rule out a setup. Too many coincidences. That letter about Simon lures me to the town. No one shows me Simon. The whole place locks down, trapping me. And while I'm left to die, Thanatica is destroyed just before a scientific breakthrough. My final hours are spent studying the sand pass. Crafty, I must admit. Looking at you from the outside, what I see is a paranoid man, an egocentrical one. I like this answer the most so far. I see a worn-out man, unsure whether he's still among the living, a man disassembled. I'm trying to help you put yourself back together. I feel as if you no longer know who you are. I look at you and feel frightened, like I'm facing someone who isn't human. Are you alone, Dankovsky? My impression is of countless people occupying the same shell over these past 2 years, one after another. The "Are you alone, Dankovsky" is going to remind him of the wife that he doesn't have, and that's pretty good. That's a good answer so far. What do you want to know? What I could have done? Alright, my first idea was quarantine. I needed time to study the disease, so I isolated patients in their homes. No, I isolated entire districts. I tried to get at least a day ahead of it. It was spreading too swiftly, and of course, I ensured that no one could leave the town. I guess I'm in the inspector, because I don't think he's just talking to himself in his head right now. And the steps you took only shortened the lifespan of the settlement. Were you always aware of the consequences of your decisions? Whoa, this answer sucks. Wow, this answer would destroy anybody, man. Ah, you refer to the popular discontent. I didn't need love from them, only discipline. A difficult surgery can't be performed on a resisting patient. That's why patients get tied up, held down, or anesthetized. I never thought of that word. Every step I took was justified, or the town wouldn't have lasted those 7 days. Spent 12 days in the Gorkon area. I like the name of that. I want to go to the Gorkon area one day. I have my file on the desk here. You familiarized yourself with it, correct? If you think so, let's take a look at the timeline of your decisions, if you can call them that. What I'm seeing is mistake after mistake. You're too intelligent to not suspect malicious intent here, or sabotage. Once again, the most upsetting answer speaking out to me. I just gotta do. J. Map of thoughts, conclusions, and doubts. Mind map. Important events happen every day. Select a day to recall what transpired. What day's today? Oh. I don't like day 12, I guess. Is it day 1? Oh, man. I guess this is the first thing on the list. The Polyhedron, day 1. An incredible tower is overlooking the bridge square. Polyhedron is closed. The entrance is boarded off, and it has no bearing on my task anyway. Can I do that for Thanatica? Wait, is that a different day? That's a different day. Hope. Courage, Dankovsky. The Simon Kane is your only chance to save Thanatica. No, Simon Kane, I can't meet that supposedly immortal man. You went to the end of the world chasing nasty rumors, Dankovsky. Chaos and panic. People have lost their minds. It's madness out there. Stabbings, tearing clothing off corpses. They say someone important has died. She was screaming. Something's happened at the empty lot in one of the poorer districts. Can't remember. The bearers hid their faces. Met a strange procession near the cemetery in the evening. Obnoxious little town. There's so much to go through here. This is like the whole backstory. I suppose I should read this. Why not? Yeah. Do immortals die? Only if you come to visit them, Dankovsky. Fuck, mental conscience. You can't do that to me. Conscience, you're gonna make me feel bad, like I'm a bad person. I didn't kill him. I didn't kill him, it wasn't me. No need to waste any more time in this dusty little town. There never was any Simon. The Kane family are pompous fools up to their necks in naive esoterics. They must have imagined their immortal Simon. The thread is severed. The station is all but dead. No trains are coming. It's like they never did. Mold. The crude sprawl has a nasty smell. They at least have sewers here. Oh, the air's gone black. The factory spews some kind of soot. Oljimsky, their owner, should thank the heavens I'm not really a government inspector. Wait, am I the inspector then? I guess I'm missing out a lot from not playing the other games, I suppose. A sick dog. A little boy caught my sleeve and anxious about some mongrel. That's a cat. Is no concern to the bachelor. You should go to the local Sawbones. I swore off dealing with animals while I was still doing my residency. Look at that little cat right there. Little kitty. That's supposed to be me? And then that's the little dude. And then I'm the cat. I don't get it. Okay, I'll just go through the main story. I guess this is the main story. People light bonfires. Some filth creeps down the street. Creeps mentioned. Making the skin of those infected crumble like Santa in 5 hours. Never seen anything like it. The petrification disease. Day 4. It's a trap. Can it be that Simon Kane has never existed? Could he have been invented to lure Bachelor Dankovsky to this backwater? And I know why. I'm no puppet. Well, they think I'll have to cure the infection if I'm stuck in here with it. I never swore the Hippocratic Oath to the violators of free will. Away. Escape, 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 by any means, at any cost. I failed to escape. I was disgracefully apprehended at the station. The trap has sprung. Damn. Loser. Loser. What was this? Day 4? Wait. Am I still on the main story? Where's this then? Day 9? Everyone who could know anything about Simon Kane's death, or if he even exists at all, is dead. Okay, what was this? Sand pest is unique. No one has ever dealt with a disease like this. The town clinging to hope. In this lack of thought, lack of power, people listen to the charlatans. They are ignorant, our people. The crazy changeling! But the beatific girl who claims she's a saint is even worse? I don't know what beatific means. No saving the people. The plague has burned almost everyone. Science can do nothing about this disease. It can't be stopped. Hopeless. Can I do that for Thanaticus? I want my architects. The strange Polyhedron Tower being questioned. This isn't literally a main story quest. No one to count on. The Inquisitor's arrival hasn't saved the town. Is at last broken its spine. Yeah. Oh my. The town is beheaded. No more rulers, no more heirs, and the inheritance will be gone any day now. The army is bringing in the cannons. The powers that be have already signed the death warrant. Is it your warrant, Dankovsky, or is it for the whole town? Heel taps of iron boots. They sent to the army. Do you want your death, Dankovsky? Do they want your death, Dankovsky, or are they really ready to level down this town, this pest house? That must be who was coming after me in the earlier section. The army. Trying to avenge someone, a local woman named Ravel killed the general. The army is mutinous. No stopping the people. Crowds and anarchy rule the town. Next. The plague triumphant. The sand pest has devoured the whole town. Crack of gunfire. Drunken army goons? Shoot whichever way they please. Gooning mentioned? Miracle Tower tilts, cracks. Day 12. Death is victorious, Bachelor Tchaikovsky is dead. If we equal a man to the work of his life. Okay. Death is victorious, the town is dead. Death is victorious, the immortal Simon Kane is dead. Well, I don't know, guess I'll give up.
Reverence for hierarchy, idolatry.
Well, why are you looking at me like that? Oh,
and
wait.
Other useful life skills.
Well, why are you looking at me like that? As if you're seeing this for the first time. As if this is the first time. It's not like I've rummaged through your papers. Not the first time you showed me 2 hours ago at the start of our conversation. Whoa. No, I couldn't have been here for 2 whole hours already. I'm sorry, but what's written here is utter nonsense. This isn't how it happened at all. Facts lifted from their context, twisted into new ones. You know, the worst lie is a partial truth. What's written here is utter nonsense. This ain't how it happened at all. Alright, let's look at the 5th day. Remember, when you seemingly admitted the vaccine was possible, you had volunteers brought to you and inoculated them with sandpest. Are you still with me, Dankovsky? Look me in the eye. Are you here? I am here, but I'm not certainly not with you. I'm certainly not with you. Whose testimony do you even base this on? Who slanders my name? Incorrect from the start. Do you intend to provoke me with this preposterous document? What is your goal, Inspector? No, incorrect. Look at that trembling lip. Bachelor. You seem nervous, Bachelor. Calm your nerves. The very reason you're sitting here is so that we may find the truth, isn't it? Doesn't matter, you've said enough in 2 hours to not only be fired from your department, but also tried as a criminal. Look at that trembling lip. I won't be intimidated. I'm a doctor, a scientist. But... Cox revolver. That's a reference to my title. You hear me? I've come back from a hell of the phantasms of a nightmare could never portray. Of a hell of the phantasms of a nightmare could never portray. I worked there as a doctor. Do you understand? A doctor! Not an exterminator or inquisitor, not a police inspector or army commander. I am a medical professional. Number of people you've personally killed already puts you ahead of many in the army and police. I'm not trying to intimidate you, perish the thought. I'm sorry, I'm exhausted as well. You must have misunderstood me. You're an intelligent man, Dr. Dankovsky, one with decisive judgment, unafraid to make mistakes and answer for them. I admire you. This one. Enough of that tone. Don't you grow tired of it yourself? Put this on record. That backwater didn't have a hospital. Understand? It did not have a hospital. But it did have a theater, so I repurposed it, somewhat, into a hospital. I studied patients there. Creating a vaccine was a priority. That's what I did. I vaccinated people. You did that each day? Every day? An hour ago you said a vaccine isn't possible. And in the end, the town died out. I don't remember that being how the song goes, but sure. Creating a vaccine isn't as simple as brewing a cup of tea. The disease mutated fast. The scientific community had never seen anything like it. I had to create a vaccine every day. Do you understand? A new one each time. All the while, I had no equipment, no lab. I had to improvise new methods in a matter of minutes. A hospital? You know what? I believe you, but I need more details. Facts. Star. Asterisk. A theater. Let's talk more about the 5th day after you arrived. Records from the 5th day state that out of 780 patients vaccinated, 412 died. This one's pretty. This one would hurt to hear. Asterisk? Oh no, it's all going dark! It's all loading! The heartbeat really doesn't add much suspense to the loading bar, I'll be honest. Ugh. Day 5, in which the Bachelor winds up the people and has to rewind. Oh, am I? I guess I'm learning the backstory by playing the game? Oh. Was that? Outside lies a steep town I never should have come to. Or should have come here. I'll have work to do inside. Diagnose the stick. Alright, so I find out pattern to save the sick people from the sand pest. Or sand plague. What did that say? Oh, okay. Today. 5th day in the town. 3rd one at the hospital. The plague runs rampant. I still hope to find a vaccine, but for now only the quarantine protects people. I wonder if any of the previous games actually lead up to this game in any way. Tragedian. Signor, you're here. Upon the stage once more. The man who made a hospital out of the theater will have eyes on him aplenty. Do you know what the order lies behind your back? All whispering? No, what are they saying? I don't care about gossip so long as it doesn't distract the orderlies from their duties. Why am I still can't believe that this miserable little town didn't have a hospital until I showed up. Tch. Oh, I know which one I'm doing. And I'll applaud that you established it. However... What? Out with it, Thespian. Since you're talking already. Feeling that I can't avoid hearing the gossip, can I? This is what we in the business call railroading. When they're alone, your servants whisper thus. They say you have a seesaw in your head. They picture you a man atop a board, atop a barrel, gun in hand, aiming as you roll and teeter to and fro. You distract me with idle chatter. Seesaw in my head, maybe the rumors have a little truth to them. Quit distracting me with your idle chatter, Thespian. Extremes, senor. Extremes can kill you dead. One moment, mired in apathy, the next, in mania, trying to do everything at once. You're caught between your pounding heart and your two hesitating feet, a man of impulse, yet sometimes paralyzed. That there is your Caesar. Fair enough criticism, but how else could I be? Hard not to veer into extremes when the whole town is being consumed by a novel disease. That's all just speculation. Not true. Not true. As we stand here in the old theater, let me then play the doctor and prescribe balance, the golden mean, though you may yet be swept to Scylla, or to Charybdis. There's a lot of medical terms, I think are medical terms that I am learning through this. And even now, what do you feel? As soon as you approach the sick, indifference and gloom begin to burden you. Yes, I feel as though I'm already exhausted, already anticipating failure. The thought alone drains my strength. See, this is what I'm going for right here. This is how I want The Bachelor to sound every second of the game. You're exaggerating yet. If I were really so depressed as to be catatonic, I wouldn't even have started this conversation. So much talking with no practical use. Give me your impression of a prescription if you fancy yourself a doctor. Yeah, how about you do it, big man? Huh? How about you do it? The strongest treatment is right here, the same we use to numb the hopeless sick. These drugs may work for you as well, but mind that as you take them, you become accustomed to them, and you'll need more and more each time. Perfectly aware of that. Isn't that an extreme measure? I didn't expect I'd be choosing between using medication on myself or on a patient. I'm perfectly aware of that. But there are other ways as well. A drink and a smoke, perhaps. Things you may not expect can stabilize you to warm yourself by the fire or wash yourself in cool water. Even kicking a trash bin in frustration. You will know what helps you best. You are a scientist. So, experiment. Quite an experiment, measuring the psychological effects of kicking cans. I will be sure to report my findings to the Capitol. Damn. This one would piss little tragedian off. I like that one. Yes, I should be looking to keep myself together with the bare minimum. I can't afford to lose focus when dealing with patients. Thank you, Thespian. It is easier to forget the simplest things. I'll be sure to report my findings to the Capitol. Drops on shades. Looks hella cool. Looks so cool. And yet it wouldn't hurt to take some pills with you. Who knows what badness lies ahead? Take something from the hospital supplies, besides the other fronts you struggle on. There is a struggle with yourself, senor. What could be harder? What could be harder, you ask? You could have just said, Medice curate ipsum. I remember and I dread. You actors do love to exaggerate. Oh, does the asterisk mean... I think that means end the conversation. You could have just said, Medice curate ipsum. Seesaw in the head. The mind oscillates between two states, apathy and mania. No. Apathy. Overwhelming exhaustion constantly pulls me into it. In apathy, time distorts, movement speed slows, and amalgam fades. Mania. At high mania, the brain is overloaded, but movement speed increases, but health deteriorates. More mania means stronger effects. I'm pumping mania. This heart will be pounding 1 billion times a second. Balance. Many objects affect the state of mind. They can be spotted in concentration mode. Q. Could I potentially die from mania? Hello, Council. They're just people in masks. If you think you're seeing something terrifying, it's always just people in masks. They pass for a Greek chorus, if the sort of tragedy, but it's all vaudeville. What the? Why my screen doing that? Why my vision looking like that? Ugh. Fellas? Is there even a reason to talk? Apathy. What? I can't talk to you guys right now, I'm sorry. Oh, I look very manic right now. This is good. I must be giving into mania. Nothing new. Okay. Hey guys. I'm doing okay. Hospital. Patients must be questioned, examined, and their symptoms recorded in the casebook. Give it a reason to talk. Apathy. What do I do? How? What? Is there something I'm missing? Can I check map? Where I am, I'm at the marrow. Notes. Casebook. First select the patient's suspected symptoms and choose the appropriate diagnosis. Some symptoms may be incorrect. Okay. I'd guess. Artifacts. Mind state / health. Outer scale represents your mind state. Increasing mania is indicated by the scale going clockwise. Increasing apathy counterclockwise. Avoid both extremes as they will hinder your health and abilities. Use consumables in your inventory to combat that. Your scale represents your health. Do I have tobacco? It is believed that cigarettes have a calming effect, but in fact nicotine is a stimulant. Addictive. With each use, the effect becomes weaker. Mania plus 30.
Think.
Oh yeah. I needed that. Think. How am I looking? Where do I need to be? Healing poultice. I have no idea what this ointment is. It smells disgusting, but it works like a charm on bruises and abrasions. My health at full? What about this? Bromide. Increases inhibition in the cerebral cortex. In other words, dulls the brain. Sometimes that's exactly what I need. So, mania is good, I suppose. I need to be a little... Every doctor needs to be a little bit manic. And sometimes, I need to get that mania through a little bit of tobacco. Let me just take one more. Nice.
Tolerable.
That's good. Yakov Little. Could it be yesterday's technique has proved to be the right one? As your assistant, it's my duty to inform you that among the recipients of yesterday's vaccine, there appears to be 0 mortality, that is to say, no notification so far. Slugcat looks different. It does. Slugcat got a little bit crazy after going to the hospital. The theatrical hospital. That doesn't really tell us anything yet, but let's assume at least some here avoided the infection. Okay, by the way, this game's a lot of reading so far. I didn't think this game would be so much reading. Good thing I have water here. Doesn't really tell us anything, but let's assume at least some have avoided the infection. It's a real shame we can't put them under proper observation in an isolated ward. It would have simplified things a lot. You're not my assistant, Mr. Little. More of an extra pair of shoulders with no great burden to bear. Give me a report of what you've done in the meantime. This is... Oh yeah. There's so many good options to make me look like an asshole. It's so perfect. I'm such a piece of shit. While you were away, I tried my hand at diagnosing, using your procedure. What? I do hope you didn't mistake measles for pneumonic plague, colleague. Really, then I suppose I'll go and attend to other business. cracks fingers, kicks feet up, I'm out. Maybe Outer Wilds was 98% reading, that should be fine. Outer Wilds? I guess Outer Wilds is a lot of reading. Outer Wilds is a lot of reading and exploring. Yeah. I didn't even think about it. There's just all the lore of Outer Wilds is reading. Yeah, I guess so. Did you beat the game, by the way? Oh, man. I'm still waiting for... I don't know if Creeps beat the game yet, but I'm waiting for him to beat the game on stream. I think his stream's having a little bit of problems, but if he ever gets it back, I'd love to see Creeps get to the very end of Outer Wilds. I want to see that so badly. So I noted down symptoms using your approach. I crossed off illnesses based on the principle of impossible combinations, but I didn't really get anywhere. Did not beat DLC. Oh, DLC's so good, though. If you plan on beating it, it's so good, man. The DLC's so crazy, too. I think the best part about the DLC is how crazy it is. Like, surreal. Like, it feels surreal the whole time you're playing the DLC. I wish I had my VODs from that. But I don't have my VODs from it. Because I forgot to, like, upload them to my YouTube channel. I didn't even think about uploading them to my YouTube channel at the time. Another thing I think of doing with my YouTube channel is privating all my D&D sessions. Because those don't get views. And they're, like, the audio is super quiet on them. And no one's watching it. I mean, I'll probably keep them for, like, a little while longer. But the audio is, like, so bad because of the editing software I had. Just fucked the audio. I don't know why. I'll probably keep them up for a little while. But I don't think anyone's gonna watch them. But just in case, just in case. Sometimes I try to think like you do. I give my best... I give it my best to try at that. I do this just so I can understand you just a little. And just a little. That sucked, but then again I got stuck in the base game. Yeah, it's... Oh, dude. First session of Outer Wilds DLC, I was so confused. Yeah, it's a little confusing, but I was just, like, thinking about it the whole day after, and then it finally came to me after, like, a while. It took me... There's, like, a part... There's a lot of plot twists in it, but there's one part that, like, took me 2 whole days of thinking how I'm supposed to do something in the game, and then I got it, and then final stretch into the end of the DLC. There's one final stretch where you really need to, like, think about how the game works for one mechanic of it. The way your heads work is a complete mystery to me. Do you have the anamnesis? I don't know what that is. Okay, I've switched bodies with someone. Weirdo Location is really creepy, though. Yeah. Yeah, it's creepy. The DLC... I heard it was, like, horror for the first part, but it's not really horror. It's just creepy. It's a good way to put it. It's creepy. It's not scary. It's creepy. But it's so good, though. What does that word mean? Could you remind me? I don't think I recall it. You mean epicrisys? I don't have a degree in doctor. And I don't have any medical expertise, so there's so much stuff I'm gonna get wrong. I went straight to a physical exam. I don't think there's any point in interviewing them. They don't know the first thing about themselves. Look, why are you being so cold and snappy with me? I'm not a doctor, just a one-time medical enthusiast. That was why I volunteered to help you. Why are you being so snappy with me, Bachelor? You're right, I'm sorry, I forgot myself for a moment. You see, I'm awfully tired, barely slept at all for 3 days now. Let me walk you through this once more. I'm all ears, taking notes, actually. Yeah, I don't have a degree in doctor. I'm all ears. I'll say it again, getting the patient's medical history or anamnesis is your first priority. Okay, an anamnesis is a medical history. Write that down, that's going to be on the final exam. There are strictly 3 steps. Step 1, interviewing the patient. It always comes first. No matter how tongue-tied or confused they are, no matter how much they get wrong, information is priceless. Even if they're straight up lying, it's still important, just like if you were an investigator or a detective. But I'm no Pinkerton, unlike you. Damn. Why does everybody think this dude's like a Pinkerton or like some kind of piece of shit? Why does everybody hate this guy? Everybody hates the doctor for some reason that I don't get. Because and I'm hoping the backstory is in this game. I'll find out. Well, that's what they do. They all lie. They lie all the time. All those people were interviewed yesterday and 2 days ago. Not a word of truth from any of them. Yes, you are somehow managing to learn useful things even from their lies, but I have no idea how. They all lie. All liars. Step 2, the exam. This part requires your utmost attention. And when we take note of anything suspicious, we do it in the context of what the patient has told us. Any trifling bodily detail, a scratch, a bruise, a birthmark, might turn out to be important. Turn out to be important. Got it. Step 3. If required, a careful inspection of the surroundings the patient lived in. Especially when you feel they're being coy, evasive, hiding something. In a word, lie. Reticence is never without a reason. That's when it becomes a good idea to go and inspect their home. Talk to their neighbors and family. It always adds to the picture. Do you understand? Okay, maybe this guy is a Pinkerton. Okay, maybe I was casting judgment a little bit too early. This guy might be a Pinkerton. But that takes loads of time and effort, and you keep saying we don't have a minute to waste. This sounds like a job for a sleuth, not a doctor. I'm not demanding that you read minds. All I expect is focused attention to detail and knowing when to ask a question instead of jumping to an answer as usual. That's not what he's saying. I'll show you. Observe and memorize. I won't be around forever. Damn, I won't be around forever. Smoke some nicotine.
Thoughts galloping.
That's how he lost his medical license. I'm not. I am a doctor, I promise.
Get over it.
Holy shit. This guy. Damn. Look at that shit. It looks broken, Erdem. High respect. Ooh, the miniscope's broken? What do you want with it, Barack? Barack Obama? It's not broken. You just don't know how to use it. Please keep your bare paws off that precision instrument. Made any major advances on that vaccine of yours, Onion? They say precision instruments help with that kind of thing. Alright, touche. You sure are quick with your snappy retorts. Let's not rehash that whole whose medicine works argument all over again, or have you managed to create a serum from your herbal infusions yet? Colleague? I haven't yet, but I figured out how to use them to boost people's immune response. Congratulations, I mean it. See, if I say this, he's not going to think I mean it, so I'm going to say it. I've done the autopsies for you already. Numbers 1 and 3 had the gunk in their lungs. Number 2 had it in her bronchia. Are you saying it's pulmonary now? I'm not saying it's anything. I do the cutting, you do the thinking, right? His jawline is pretty crazy, though. Bye-bye. I have my own storyline where I'm going to do what I deem right, and you'll have only a small part to play. What a bombastic way to put it. But I'll remember that. And drop by your storyline sometime. Though I doubt it will be useful. Once again, he has no reason to be an asshole to this dude. This guy's kind of helpful. This has been like one of the most helpful people so far, but I'm gonna be a dick because I have to be a dick. Holy moly, man. How do I get my jawline to look like that? Good lord. I don't know why it stutters so much, but it does. Can I talk to anybody else? Luta. I'm healthy, just so you know. I don't have anything. Okay. He has his own campaign. That guy better. If I die, I better reincarnate into that guy. I want my story to live on as Mr. Jawline, Haru specs. That's for the autopsy to tell, my dear. Sorry, I meant to say examination. Whoa! Whoa! Holy fuck. Is this a threat? I'm going with it. Look all you want, but I don't know what you're looking for. I looked for sores on me myself. Couldn't find any, though. Did you have a reason to look for them? Did you suspect something? Self-treatment. How very ordinary. Cracks knuckles. Asshole doctor route. Click. I had fever, that's why. 2 days of it for no reason. But I'm better now, and I had no scratchies on my skin. No yellowing, no sandpaper scratchies. No drought of the mouth. What circumstances preceded this fever? You're certain there was nothing on your skin? Sandpest manifests on the skin first. The fever comes later. Have you been to the isolation ward? You're certain there was nothing? Believe no one. Rule number 1 of being an asshole. Believe no one. Question everything they say. Never let them feel like they know anything. Go ahead and examine everything, head to toe if you must. I won't be embarrassed. This is a question of life and death, after all. I'm not a young lady anymore. Where do you used to live? Have you had any contact with the infected? Where did you live? Our house was cleared out after the infection came. People were sent wherever there was space. Comfort is a luxury right now. Some were lucky and ended up in an empty living room. Some got an attic or cellar. Us, we were put in a boiler room. When it reached our street, they rounded up the whole caboodle of us to the isolation ward. What time frame did people use the word caboodle? Does anybody use caboodle anymore? What does caboodle mean? A lot, bunch, or group? I don't know why. Whatever. A boiler room, you say? Was it turned on? Damn, Doc. Doc, you sound hella horny right now. Of course, the air was so stuffy in there, I tell you. But there was a silver lining. No sickness can survive that hellfire. Your sudden fever is easily explained then. Convincing, but I'll still need to examine you. Please undress there, behind the screen. Narrows eyebrows. Undress there. Now. Go. Oh, damn, okay. Physical exam. The patient must be examined and their symptoms added to the casebook. Open the casebook. This can also be done during the examination. I hope, I don't believe there was a censorship setting, in the settings, but I hope this game's good for Twitch. I mean, there's a Twitch category, so. Very pale skin. Rarely leaves her home, not much time in the sun. Those are the same notes you would use on me. A jiffy is a total real measurement of time. If you lived in England. If you lived in Stabland, yeah. A jiffy. Use. Damn, my heart's beating. Woman. I need some nicotine. I need some nicotine. I can't do it. Oh, okay, that's better. You done with the exam, doctor? Can I go now? Absolutely not. An examination with no questions asked can only happen at a morgue. I told you everything the last time, but if you say so, you're the doctor. Let me call my assistant in. I'll use your example to show him how to proceed during an appointment. Dear God, a woman. God. Wipes down sweat. Come here, Mr. Little. Let's fill in this patient's record together so that at least a modicum of knowledge settles in place in your head. You called, Mr. Dankovsky? I'm here and ready to heed. So, Mr. Little, we have a patient here. She's claiming to be in good health despite having had a fever a few days ago. Do we take her word for it? Of course. Distrusting people is no way to live. Huh. Okay, come on. Did we really think I was gonna choose this option? Come on. Well, if she's had fever, there must be a reason for it, and we have to find it. Why quiz me? You decide what gets done, and it gets done. You're the boss, and I'm the clueless minion. Yeah, that's good enough. That's good enough. This might be a genocide route. I think I'm on the genocide route. Remember this, a patient's self-evaluation may be incorrect. That's why you must ask specific questions about the symptoms, about what's come up during the exam, about the patient's circumstances of daily life. I like how, 10 minutes ago was like lecturing this guy on how to do a examination and then start examining this lady, and I'm like, I can't do it. I need more nicotine. I think I get it. In theory, God knows how it plays out in practice. Questions. How do you connect the answer to a diagnosis? I think I get it. I'll demonstrate. Observe and learn, Mr. Little. I won't be around forever. The patient is running a temperature. In other words, a fever. Open my casebook, look up fever, and tell me how many conditions it listed as a symptom of. Would my KD ratio be if I was a doctor? Apparently, I'm making good numbers. From the what I've heard about this guy in the past, in other games, he's putting up numbers. This dude's got some KD. Wait a second. Gee, 8 of them? 8 diagnoses fit the bill. It's a frequent symptom, which means that you have to find others and narrow down the search. And do it again and again until you're left with just one verdict. This, Mr. Little, is what's known as a differential diagnosis. The name is self-explanatory. We differentiate between similar things to find the only correct solution to our problem. That's terrible. That sucks. Let's get down to it then. You look pale, ma'am. Has your skin been like this since birth, or is this paler recent? It's not like I get to look in the mirror a lot, living in a boiler room and all, but I don't think I've ever been pale. Rich do-nothings are pale. Me, I'm a commoner. So paler isn't typical for you. We're marking that as a symptom. Mr. Little, add paler to the fever in the record. What do we get? I'm sorry, Mr. Dankovsky. I can't look at the manual and follow your line of thought at the same time. The most incompetence ever brought about in this world. Imagine... Imagine if doctors were like this in real life, dude. People would hate anyone with a medical expertise if they were just so incompetent. A single symptom, paler, eliminated 6 out of our 8 candidates. We're left with a choice of just 2. Where did this hematoma come from, my good lady? My good lady? I mean, the bruise over here next to your wrist. Did you bump into something, or is there someone who batters you? Don't worry, there's nothing to be embarrassed of when seeing a doctor. I'm not embarrassed. A bruise? Well, that's news to me. I've never seen it before, and I can't remember anything like what you're talking about. I certainly wasn't beaten up. I must have bumped into something myself and forgotten about it with all the fuss. Boiler room is dark and cramped. That's probably where the bruise is from. Mr. Jankowski, I'm seeing this hematoma, this fancy bruise on your list. But if the patient got it from bumping into something, it's not the kind of bruise we're looking for. I've got it. It's all coming together. Are you with us, Mr. Little? Pay attention. She doesn't remember how she got the bruise, she can only guess. The manual provides a more detailed description of the illness for a situation like this. What caused it, who's susceptible, etc. It can give useful clues. I'm familiar with that. Susceptible means the high-risk groups, right? Practicing medicine takes more than checking symptoms against a list with a schoolboy's diligence. You have to bring your reasoning into it. Here's one way to do it. Tell me, my good lady. Good lady? Do you garden? Do you grow anything? Anything at all, from roses to cucumbers? The cucumbers are back. Once again, there's no problems with cucumbers or pickles, and I believe we had this conversation a couple days ago. I believe pickles are a very good condiment on sandwiches and burgers. And cucumbers are pretty good as well. I don't think cucumbers are as good as pickles, but I just wanted to get my point out. I just want to get my point out here that there's nothing wrong with pickles or cucumbers or pickling anything. If you're a pickler, if you like cukes, there's no problem with it. If you like eating them, that is. If you like eating cucumbers and pickles, you're good. Pickled butter? Okay. If you put pickled before words and just say them out at random, that doesn't make it any good. Okay, this is the one time I'm intervening in this. You can't put pickled before anything and say, yeah, that probably gets to you. Yeah, what about pickled butter? No one would ever pickle butter. Pickled butter. People have made pickle butter, but not pickled butter. I'm not seeing anything as pickled butter, but pickle butter apparently does exist. Cucumbers? Roses? I'm not following you at all now, doctor. No, I've never liked digging and shoveling earth and all that. There, earth. Does the boiler room you've been relocated to have an earthen floor by any chance? That's right. You would pickle butter? How? Well, would you just drop a stick of butter in pickling liquid? That would... What would that come out like? Okay, I gotta look this up again. Can you pickle butter? Yes, you can pickle butter in the sense of creating a flavor-infused butter by mixing it with ingredients like dill pickles, brine, and seasonings. It seems like it's not possible. I don't think anyone's ever pickled butter. Besides making pickle butter. Butter might be the only thing in where you pickle a cucumber. I'm not seeing results. You'd think people have pickled everything in this world, though. Like, pickling a stick of butter, that sounds incredibly American, yet I don't see it anywhere. I see people making pickle butter, which probably is not bad. Use some pickle butter, like put it on a piece of bread, toast that bread, use it for a sandwich. That would be good. Yes, sir. I would try that. That's right, it does have an earthen floor. The boiler room isn't really suited for living in, but in these times, I'd be ungrateful to complain. How did you guess, Doctor, about the earthen floor? I'm a Pinkerton in disguise. I'm actually a mastermind detective. I'm not a doctor, I fooled you all. So why do we need that little detail? Why does the floor matter, of all things? Oh, don't waste your sharp mind on that. Why do we need that? It's simple. All kinds of things can be found in your local soils, including microorganisms capable of disrupting circulation, hence the paler. The bruises were not caused by trauma. A hematoma appears when blood vessel walls are damaged, either by an external force or, as in this case, an illness. And the infection can be contracted from contact with the earth. We found our diagnosis. You're a genius, Mr. Dankovsky. Stop it with the idolizing. In a couple more days, you'll have gotten the gist of it, at the very least. Once again, I would never pick this option because I would be uplifting to this dude ahead of me. I gotta make this guy think he has no chance of doing anything without me. We're lucky to have a simple and clear case on our hands now. But have you picked up on the logic? What to do, in what order? Interview, examination, follow-up, interview, then you consult the casebook? This is gonna make him feel incompetent. Bingo. I know my choices probably have no, actual effect in the long run, but it just feels so good. It just makes me feel so good. Bravo to you, anyway. You are a true master of medicine. Though the patient has a sand pest alongside, what's the other diagnosis? I've talked you through it all. You can finish it yourself. The symptoms are fever, pallor, and a bruise. Put them together, and you'll get your result. How to fuck with your coworkers? Exactly. This is the most toxic work environment you could ever have. I'm not leaving a single ounce of competency anywhere. Negativity shrouds this area like a fog. What about me, Doctor? Where am I to go now? What happens next? You'll remain here under observation and your blood will be used for the vaccine. There's hope that everyone can benefit from this. See? It's just that easy. I didn't even have to examine her. The game just gave it to me. Write it down. Write it all down, Little. You might just have to replace me. Oh, am I gonna have to be Little and then I'll replace Bachelor? They are terminally ill and I am terminally exhausted. Well said. Terminally exhausted is a good way to put existence. Studying their intercurrent diseases might lead to a vaccine for the plague. Remember this guy? Yeah. Well, Little, did you get that? A man of the people in the worst sense. Zero education, dozens of opinions. I don't even need to try and make this place toxic. This guy's got it all in his head. Though I have to admit, I'm not always fair to him. How you doing? How you doing, horror specs? Artemy Barak, son of a local medicine man, medical school dropout, but his hands are gentle. Gentle hands, but... Why is he giving me the Kubrick stare? Gentle hands, but his jawline could cut through steel. Loot. Look what we have here. Oh. That's not looking too good in the top left. Really not looking too good. You know what? A long day's work. I could use a smoke. Oh, God. I'm just keeping a balance here. Morphine. Relieves any pain, both physical and mental. In return, it asks only for your sharpness of thought. Many people take that deal. Addictive. With each use, the effect becomes weaker. Oh. Valerian extract. Sedative. Sometimes even Bachelor Dankowski drinks valerian extract just like his grandmother used to. Just like Grandma used to make. Ox bile. Blood, bile, and phlegm have been companions of doctors since ancient times. We make medicines from caustic bile. Gross. What else can I loot? Any more tobacco? Oh, you knew there was more tobacco in there. Button. A trifle to a person, but an eye to a doll. That's not deep. Butterfly in a box. A foolish yet beautiful ending for an ugly caterpillar. Where is the ketamine? You know what? Is there any ketamine? The clock! No. I think I could go for one hit of morphine. Let me get one hit of morphine. Nina the Wild and Victoria the Warm. Seems like you could have used the rational one. Shut up, conscience. Shut up, words that accumulate in my vision. How about you, counsel? Orderly. I'm here to raise a collective complaint. Doctor, these cloaks, they're very uncomfortable, sir. They make it hard to use your hands. And you can't see a damn thing through the mask. On top of that, we have to burn them every night. Because each time, we've been to an infected area. For starters, introduce yourself properly. Judas Maccabeus. No number, I'm not some item you can use. Go for the real NPC voice here. What means my name to you? Indeed. I can see you aspire to heroic deeds, Judas Maccabeus. Sava Kremenets. Numbers 72. I forgot which voice I did for this person. Sava Kremenets. Number 72. I'm an orderly on quarantine duty. What are your instructions? I believe it was that voice. Damn, I locked that back in easily. Can we, after breaking my wrist and it sucked, 50 minutes of what looks like the Matrix intro, then an hour of suffering? Nice. Yeah, ketamine will do that to you. That sounds like a very enjoyed experience. You have a family, right, Sava? Here are my orders. Take off that ridiculous costume, take your family, and hide somewhere this team with them. Sorry, I get a little aggressive sometimes. Marat Tekaken, number 28. Started my shift at 10. What's our plan for today, Doctor? The vaccine, obviously. We were unsuccessful yesterday and the day before, therefore today's plan remains the same. I've been catching those longs as you instructed. It was not enjoyed? Oh, my bad. I must have got it the wrong way around. That's my bad. You know, there are cases where they get infected, but resist the sand pest for a long time. You've got 3 again for today over there on the platform, the stage. Just 3? Shame. Well, at least we'll be done quickly. Doctor, last night we had a chat amongst ourselves, and there's something we don't get. What's, like, the point of figuring out what those longs are sick with? Besides the sand pest. They're gonna die either way. Okay, this one, I forgot their name already, but they get it. They get what I'm going for in this scenario. No point in saving anyone, everyone's gonna die. Nothing we can do about it. I need the doctor to think like this. What was the point of getting all my medical expertise? How does it help us if we figure out that they also have anemia, or I don't know, measles, on top of the earthen plague, I mean? You wouldn't understand. It's difficult to explain. It takes a long time too, and we're pressed for that. I don't need to explain anything to the U3 Council. Rain World Lore POV? Right. Oh. Oh, that's one boot bent sideways. Okay. I mean, if we're gonna leave some pills around, like... Surely I'd just be able to take some of them, you know? Like...
Have the tone louder.
I needed that. Alright, what next? I may have missed something. Let's look again. Gulp. Open casebook. Making a diagnosis. Select all relevant symptoms and choose a diagnosis. Diagnosis. Sorry. Harmful habits, smoker. Couldn't be me. Clinical picture, fever, pallor, hematosis. Let's see. Chest pain, cough, coughing up blood, difficulty breathing, cyanosis. No. Not this. Ichthyosis? Stone disease? Itchy skin, bleeding ulcers, skin redness, rash, insect bites, eczema, ulcers, yellowing of the skin, diarrhea, vomiting, and nausea, belching. Poor appetite, heartburn, geophagia, don't know what geophagia is, stomach pain, dystrophy, hallucinations, headache, hydrophobia, memory loss, bulimia, loss of coordination, sore throat, lip lesions, joint pain, hearing impairment, redness around the nose, turning into Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, photophobia, red eye, visual impairment, irregular pupil-shaped, darkened eye capillaries, burning sensation in the chest, fever, rapid pulse, weakness, vein damage, oh, hematomas, pallor, oh, we got notes now, anemic vasculopathy, hydrophobia, hydrophobia, headache, red eye, dystrophy, cyanosis. Diagnosis. Wait, did I... Wait. Well, I guess that's the only one with all three of them. Yeah. You have anemic vasculopathy. How do I find out about that? Can I find out about that? 1 minute will be spent examining each body part. Okay. Finch. Age 41. Marital status, single. Real. Occupation, dyer. Date of admission, 5th day of the plague. Residence, the crude sprawl. Harmful habits, drinks in moderation. What kind of harmful habit is drinking in moderation? Harmful habit, not an alcoholic. Okay. Am I done? You've been diagnosed. Am I done? I guess. Or the exam doctor. Can I go now? Are you my assistant? I've got your patient record filled in. Pallor, fever, and a bruise. Okay. Maybe I'll come back to you later? Miss something else like again? Okay. I guess I did it. Am I done here? Anamnesis Morbi. Alright. Oh, lock diagnosis. I'm locking it in. Anemic vasculopathy. You've been diagnosed. Go now. Am I good? Why can't I interact with anybody? Oh. Finch, you gonna burn me? Get that idea. Not exactly a secret. The whole thing is like putting out a wildfire. Someone's house is under suspicion. It's torched. Someone sneezes, the entire town district's sealed off. Sick and healthy folks alike. When there's doubt about a healthy person, the isolation ward. Then, those who do have the same pest are marched off and burned. Necessary measures, regrettably so. That's not true, we do nothing of the sort. Yeah, we do a little bit of gaslighting in this world. Like hell you don't, nothing of the sort. Sheesh, you ought to peek outside your study more often, Professor. I'm just a bachelor, don't overpraise me. Elephantum ex muscafacis. Or as my colleague Barack would put it, you let a bullfinch out, and back comes a bull. Yeah, sure. Mr. Tiny here told me I could be useful to you. Before I die, that is. Said you can find something inside me that slows the pest down, so go ahead, find it. What do you need? Do you want to draw some blood for me? Right then, where'd they bring you in from? I walked here. From home. Caught it from a neighbor's. Knew as soon as the skin on my chest started peeling away. Skin on his chest peeling away, write that down. So I waited a day, the neighbor's screams stopped in the middle of the night, I went to check on them in the morning, and they were all dead. Me, though, I was alive and walking, and now I'm here. Why do you need to know that, Doctor? You truly are an honorable person, I admire your courage. Any minute detail can reveal something, let's continue. Do you have a family? Do you have a family? All on my lonesome. My, look at these palms. Skinnery work? I'm a dyer. I've been breathing in poisons for 5 years now. One day it's red, the next it's blue, and yellow. Could that be why this fever of yours doesn't do me anything? That's not very likely. Take off your clothes and let's do an examination. Peeling skin he mentioned. Unlikely to be the stone disease, most likely eczema. Write that down. Eczema. She's skin redness? Rash? Just eczema, I guess? Heartbeat's too fast. Oh, that's his heartbeat. Holy, heartbeat's too fast, but that could be a personal trait. He must think I'm really hot. Rapid pulse. Anything else? How's your back looking? Nothing. Arms? Reverse them. Let me see the legs. Now this is interesting. His skin has yellowed. Something wrong with the liver? Liver. Liver. Where is it? What? Where? Yellowing of the skin. Hepatitis? Might be hepatitis. The only thing without... Oh. Okay, now I can read it. Hepatitis. Liver necrosis can be caused by viral infection. It can also develop in individuals who abuse alcohol or drugs. The preicteric phase of hepatitis is characterized by weight loss, nausea, and diarrhea. Sometimes skin itching and eczema occur. The icteric phase is marked by jaundice, with previous symptoms gradually regressing. Patient complaints of pain in the liver area, poor hygiene, and substance abuse significantly increase the risk of death. Fatal disease. Risk groups, alcoholics, drug addicts, people with autoimmune disorders. Well, he just drinks sometimes. What's up with burning fever? Why can't I learn about burning fever? Okay. Probably hepatitis? Apparently the heartbeat's a personal thing. I'll take that away. What about Twirine syndrome? Infection by microorganisms found in twire sprouts and products derived from twire, or a consequence of abusing twire-based alcohol products. Twirine. Patients experience muscle weakness, sweating, depressed mental state. I think it's hepatitis. Excuse me. Yeah, that's good. Lock it. Lock it in now. Can I lock it? Clinical picture. Why can I lock hers in? Was it wrong? Eczema, yellowing of the skin. What? What's the problem, doctor? What are we looking at? Is there burning sensation in the chest? Does that count? Well, there's only two things of eczema and yellowing of the skin. Yellowing of the skin is... That's the only yellowing of the skin. Chest pain? Cough, coughing up blood. Well, I guess he didn't say he's got chest pain, but it says it's eczema. Dystrophy, hallucinations, headache, hydrophobia, memory loss, bulimia, lost coordination, Sore throat, lip lesions, joint pain, hearing impairment, redness around the nose, photophobia, red eye, visual impairment, irregular pupil shape, target eye capillaries. Can I look at his face? I can't look at his face. Legs reverse. Now this is interesting. His skin has yellowed, something wrong with the liver. Does hepatitis have anything to do with the liver? Well, if you're drinking, alcohol has a prominent effect on the liver. Liver necrosis. I think it's hepatitis. Can I call it a day? You got hep. Big dog, you got hep. Sort it out, doctor. Will I be useful in your remedies? My vaccine. It's a vaccine I'm working on, and please allow me a couple of clarifying questions. I can be certain of your diagnosis. It's a plague, of course. Sand pest thing, isn't it? Isn't it? It's a plague, of course. Sand pest thing, isn't it? Plague, yes, but there's another condition that's prolonging your life. Say it yourself, your neighbors didn't survive the night, but you're still holding up admirably. Blow me down. 2 ailments making me healthier than if I had only one. But you know best, doctor. What do you want? To question me, right? Question all you want. Playing that the skin on your chest was peeling? It was here, right? The skin on your foot is yellowing. Liver conditions could cause this. Have you ever noticed anything like that? Yellowing on my foot? That's dye, doctor. I'm a dyer. A tub spilled once. Here's the burn. It's old. And it's healed over time. It's smaller and paler than before. Well, thank you. Well, then thank you. This clarifies things. We can rule out liver disease then. Yakov? Little! Where is he when he's needed? He should see a symptom disproven. He's always putting all sorts of things into the chart, then diagnosing every disease and all. Is that all, or have you got more questions? Plain that the skin on your chest was peeling. It's here, right? On the very middle. I knew right away skin turns nasty when you're plagued, right? Eczema, that much is obvious. This symptom can indicate one of 2 diseases. Now to tell them apart. More questions? Ask away, doctor. Okay, so... not yellowing of the skin. Burning fever. It was burning fever, man. Highly contagious disease caused by the Neurolsera virus, transmitted through contact and breathing. Initially, the disease presents with fever, headache, and abdominal pain. Later, ulcers and eczema appear on the skin. Itchy, herpetic rashes are observed. Patient experiences psychosis, frequent fatal outcomes among densely living and working population. Risk groups, people living in chronic conditions, people living in unsanitary conditions. Ah, so it will tell me which one's right. Wait, no, oh, okay. Okay. So eczema? Now it's got an arrow or an exclamation point on it. Is there anything I missed? Maybe something new showed up out of nowhere. Maybe he just developed something? Skin is yellow, just an old chemical burn scar. Have you sorted it out, doctor? Will I be useful in your remedies? Do I have more questions? Well, the verdict is in. It still could be hepatitis. But I guess he's got rapid pulse, which means burning fever. I'm locking in burning fever. Locked it in. I like that he doesn't just say, nah, you hella wrong. And that's how it ends. Philat. And that's the story of my life, and time's up to the present moment. But why do you want all these details from me? A half hour's worth of talking, and it was all beside the point. Well, you'd be interested to know why the sand pest can't get me, because I certainly find that fact interesting. I'd even say amazing. None of what you told me was beside the point. Everything was important, especially your chickenpox at age 6. As Associate Professor Maevsky would have put it, Yours is a kind of curriculum vitae we're looking for. That said, it has a few obscure spots. Twisted 2, your blood may save about 400 people by tomorrow morning, only if I can correctly identify your other illnesses. Once again, these are both giving too much hope, so I gotta go with this one. Too much good could come out from those two answers. You sure you're not overstating my importance, Doc? I'm not, and I'd rather you not call me Doc. Right. Olgimsky corked the tormentary shut, and you've been guarding it for, is it 6 days since Tuesday? Alright, let me ask you this then. What time of day do you feel worse than usual? Perfect. All the time. I used to be as hardy as a bull wrangler, but now I have trouble even standing up for long. I get drowsy, my knees give out. It's embarrassing, I feel like I'm failing everyone. You are. You've been easily fatigued like this for a long time, and is this condition of yours progressing? Is this condition of yours progressing? I'll take a great interest in my own person, Doctor. Got enough people to spend my attention on as it is. But I have trouble doing my job because of this. It's a rugged man's job. Right, Olgimsky corked the termitary shut, and you've been guarding it for 6 days since Tuesday? Is there a time you're asking me? May I ask why you distrust me so? I'm just kind of like that. Are you quite sure that everyone inside is healthy? Is there no way the disease could sneak in? Who knows? At first they said there'd be a blowout of some kind of sweet soot. Settled on the walls later, looked like mold. Well, the kid was worried. They're like bees in how they respond to things. Soon as one makes a noise, the rest are unquiet as well. There was a mighty buzz in the hive, perhaps on account of the poisonous soot. Conditions are tough at the Canary, you know. What's going on there now? They're shouting, lots of clamour, and a nasty kind of clamour too. It's what you'd expect. They don't have a great time, stuck in there like pickles in a jar. Does he know? He gave an odd smile when I went to that line. Does he know? No regular meals, not enough drink to go round either. The place is, after all, a poorhouse. Our fat man treats his people like cattle, getting through the days of struggle. Small wonder they're slamming into walls. If it was up to me. If it were up to you, then what? Can't lock up a living creature against his will. It's how you turn people into proper beasts. But try so much as hinting at that to our Olgimsky yes men. They're dead drunk on power. It used to be all right working with them, but now I can't stand those guardsmen. There are times when you have to put a free creature under lock and key. Say, for its own safety. Well, you know best, Doctor. Disrobe down to your undergarments, my good guardsman. I'm going to examine you. And since you're so preoccupied with my work as a security guard, here's my advice to you, Doctor. You're being too heavy-handed. This lockdown of yours is making people seethe. And a cauldron can only seethe for so long before the lid flies off, even if you screw it down. Since I'm not a great big stack of shiny coin, not everyone is going to like me. Strange redness or ash bites something else. There are red spots on his face, too. Regular heart. 68? Fuck you. You're a piece of shit, Billat. I know what you're trying to do. I gotta get his heart running just a little bit higher. Just one beat higher. A skin redness? A rash bites something else? There are red spots on his face, too. Alright, what about the back? Wait, did I say rash? Skin redness, rash. Back. Arms. Reverse. Legs. The veins are... Ugh! The veins are definitely damaged. The question is, how old is the damage? What about the other side? Ugh. What do we have for veins? Veins? Vein damage. Bradycardia. What's bradycardia? What's bradycardia? Oh. Bingo. Bradycardia, an infection caused by a bacteria found in unwashed fruits and berries. The Metropolitan Institute suggests fruit worms as carriers of the infection. An infected person initially complains of chest pain and hallucinations resulting from the damage to heart and brain tissues. Subsequently, the poison produced by infected tissues manifests as blackened veins on the patient's hands and changes in the shape of pupils. Black rash is possible on the body, especially on the back. Mortality risk is quite high, but decreases with proper treatment. Can't be. Not bradycardia. What about Twirine syndrome? Affected by microorganisms found in Twire. Oh yeah, I remember this one. Ink syndrome. Twirine syndrome is on the chopping block. See if I can ask him anything else. Second patient interview. You've noted a symptom that you can ask the patient about. There you go, will you, doctor? I don't understand all this commotion about me. What makes me so special? Besides, I've got work to do. Work? I'm sorry, but you're going to have to forget about your work for now. You must remain at the hospital. I used to guard locked up people, and now I've been locked up myself. That's life for you, isn't it? That's the kind of joke life plays. Calm down, man. Don't go hollow right now, alright? You have no idea how sick I am of the jokes life plays. You have no clue what's going on in my life. I'm just a sick doctor. Maybe I'm the most sick out of everyone here. Well, I was just musing to myself. What do you want me to do? Do I need to give blood or maybe take a pill? Into the blood and pills, there'll be more questions. Are you ready to answer a few? I've told you my entire life story, doctor, and you still want more? Ask away then. How long have you had those red spots on your skin? Never had clear skin, me. It's not clear skin life over here. Although, let me think. Actually, yeah, those spots you're pointing at are brand new. You hadn't noticed them yourself? Well, I suppose that's asking far too much from a worn-out working commoner. I'm starting to feel bad for the people I examine. This is really toxic. So I'm keeping the reddening as a symptom on your record. This narrows it down to 4 possible diagnoses. Alright, reddening of the skin. What's that you're muttering, doctor? The veins in your legs don't look very healthy. Have you ever noticed that before? My legs? Yeah, they're that way from all the time I spend standing up. It's my job as a security guard. 16 hours of standing every day, and old Gimsky won't spare a stool for us to sit down. Says it's not the proper way, bad for discipline. The way they run that meat processing place is quite something. They treat people like cattle. Working as a guard can easily cause a mundane case of varicose veins. On the other hand, at least 3 promising diagnoses on the vaccine front can manifest as vein issues. Imperative to ascertain whether this is a genuine symptom or a false one. You're quite lost in thought, Doctor. Am I really that complicated? Can't wrap my head around little old me being at the center of this brouhaha. There's a syndrome that fits the description, but it mostly affects drunks. So I'd like to ask you, good sir, do you consume alcohol? Do you do it on a regular basis? And what quantities? A quantity best described as God forbid. In my line of work you must be alert, so my basis hasn't been regular since last year. Quite the contrary, I've been abstaining. Can't stand a drink of myself. Are you being honest with me? This is a crucial question, not one to evade. I'm telling you, it's not regular. I don't have the habit, period. Alright, back to it. The redness of the skin. Not rash. And then vein damage. What about measles? Measles like. Highly infectious viral disease with a very high transmission rate. It is marked by fever, inflammation of mucous tissues, conjunctivitis. I'm learning a lot about the medical profession. Society suggests that cattle as the virus source, but this theory doesn't have the unanimous support of the medical community. If the body overcomes the disease, then immunity develops, preventing future infections. However, fatal outcomes are possible, especially for malnourished patients, without access to proper treatment and care. Risk groups children, as well as people spending a lot of time with children, teachers, mothers, mentors. What's the deal with the cattle, then? I'm sorry, the cattle sounds important. Why was that not in the risk group? What was the other one? Clinical picture, weakness. Alright, I guess not vein damage. What about weakness? Where's weakness at? Weakness. Weakness. Weakness where? Weakness of the heart. Okay. Measles. Nephropathia epidemica. Disease caused by a group of viruses. Varying with the epidemic focus. Humans contract the virus from animals and their waste. Okay. The disease begins acutely with fever, Rapid heartbeat, nausea, and or vomiting, accompanied by headache and photophobia. After 3 days, a rash appears on the skin and facial flushing becomes evident. Disease causes internal bleeding, leading to patient's death. Fire ant syndrome. Could be measles. It's not measles. Oh, I guess I'll see what we think about measles. I can't in good conscience put my stamp on a diagnosis. I don't have enough information, not without home inspection or neighbors' testimonies. I'm going to your house, sir. My house? Why on earth, doctor? I can understand talking to me, feeling me up from head to toe, collecting my blood. But searching my home like I'm some bandit, what did I do wrong? Not at fault at all. If anyone's to be blamed here, it's me for not spotting enough symptoms for a definitive diagnosis. Once again, this is not toxic enough for a answer. Not toxic enough at all. Am I mistaken, or are you seriously frightened? Are you that reluctant to have me visit your home? You did hide something during the interview, just as I thought. That one's good. Well. Not at all what I expected from a man of medicine, going off to break into my house. Imagine that. Where do you live? No, never mind. I expect the orderlies took your address along with your name. Where? Here. Okay. Got it. And I'll just be on my way. So do I. I must inspect your home. I can't diagnose you before I do that. Kindly wait here. You wait right here, Falat. I'll be right back. I'm just going to check your home. 4 pockets. Consumables can be kept within reach. Quickly use pocketed items. ZXCV. Well, we know what's going in pocket number 1. Put the nicotine in the pocket. Put the tobacco in the pocket. Bromide, healing poultice. That's probably good. Morphine. Yep. Valerian extract. Apathy. I need to boost mania. Yep. I'll keep some strychnine right there. The XCV. So that means
More thoughts. More thoughts.
more thoughts. How do I get out of here? Alright, to Falat's place. So I'm getting a little bit manic. So what? It keeps me on edge. Keeps me ready at every moment. I'm doing nothing wrong here. Yeah, this is how a doctor should be. Yeah. Yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool. Amalgam allows you to revisit another day and alter its events. Acquired through successful euthanasia and breaking mirrors. You guys, chillin'? Odong. Ukani irid banagi. Mendi adam. Amaka. Madane uge. Kara ugib. He wishes you many years of life, Erdem. The bulls I vaccinated yesterday, have you brought them? Really? To me, it sounded like he was asking a question. He asked, could it be done, Erdem, that if your kindness were weighted against your wisdom, the wisdom would outweigh it? That's his question, more or less. Tell him not to worry, wisdom would be the heavier one, for certain. Where are the bulls from yesterday? Shiamar? Enede Tabshi. Bukeni ne Kanab? Amaka. The bulls were stolen, Uradam. Kalish Terinde Bukenid Ikud Bekada Boloko. Or maybe your bulls perished even. Mother Bado knows where. Have they died or have they been stolen? You're dissembling. Stop it. Ukara Gia Shanalkash Erdem. Look, I'll return in an hour, and if they're not here, you're all dead. Okay? Did you get that? You better have. Oh, why is it so choppy when I look around? Okay, where do I need to go? Difficult case. The diagnosis was almost clear, but the patient denied a symptom. Need to visit his home to find out. I'm so sick of it all. Bro, just get a new profession then, man. Tonight's show, disease and death. Yesterday, carelessness and short-sightedness. Tomorrow, to be determined. Time's running out. To exit the district, find arches with clocks. Hello, zucchini. Not zucchini. What is zucchini? When you think about it. Leave the district, find arches with clocks. What? Oh, these! Hey! Navigating the town. To plot a route, select a district name or marker where I want to go. Bing! Oh, fast travel. Wee, wee. I think my mania is starting to set in. I'm going a little crazy. I think something's wrong with my head. Come on, I can make it. I just need to get into his house. Zucchini is a vegetable. You ever wondered what the difference between zucchini and cucumber was? You ever wonder? Many people like it, but they're so gross. Zucchini's not that bad. I like zucchini. Zucchini's not bad, man. Once again, we're back to the zucchini, pickle, and cucumber. They're all good. Some people just don't like their veg. Some people just need more veg. Call it a fake cucumber because it looks like a cucumber. It does. But it's also good. It's also good. I like zucchini. I like roasted zucchini. My sister used to make that a bunch, where she would like roast zucchini in the oven. It was good. I haven't had zucchini in a while, because I don't really go out of my way to eat it. But I liked zucchini. I thought zucchini wasn't bad. Cucumber I never ate that much of, I'll be honest. But I do like cucumber. I don't think cucumber's bad. The best, in my opinion, is pickles. Okay, pickles are good. Pickles, I'd have to say... Hey, guys. Those poor devils are looters. They just kept on coming today. There was a rumor that an out-of-town bandit who was packing firepower had been getting busy here. Till suddenly he wasn't anymore. Can't shoot the sandpest, you know. But everyone fancies a firearm these days, so they're flocking to his mortal remains like a moth to a flame. Pickled green beans can have my soul? Those are fire? Pickled green beans. Aren't green beans normally pickled? I guess you can just put them in like a different liquid. Pickled green beans. Oh yeah, I see people put them in pickling liquid. Green beans are fine as is. I got muted? What? I can... Hello? Testing? I can hear myself on stream. Is my audio really not coming through? It says everything's coming through fine. Let me reload my stream. Yeah, I can hear myself. What happened? Hello? Oh, your volume was off. Damn. Who looks stupid here? Because I went through multiple reloads thinking, wait, I sound fine. Anyways, did you not find him, the fellow with the gun? I think I'm scared of these people. Why bother finding that scum? He's lying around here somewhere, waiting to be collected. We've got enough on our plate right now with these would-be scavengers. No time for revolvers at all. You want extra patrolmen here? We're managing, for now. Those moths had a little ammo on them, and some pilfered odds and ends. One fool had stuffed his knapsack full of tin spoons. Probably never seen real silver in his life. Everything of value's been sent to the town hall. We kept the ammo. Right. Hand over that ammo every last round. Will do. You're dismissed for now. Oh, these guys are like my underlings, I guess. Revolver bullets, hello. I won't draw my gun where no one threatens me. Lame. Bachelor's prototype. The plague fog conceals danger. I to equip the prototype. Oh, this. I have this on. The fellow with the gun, you mean 87% of the adult US population? The one guy with... Well, this is like... This doesn't feel like the US. This feels like the UK. If anything. So, the chance of someone having a gun in this area, very slight. Hold left click to charge the prototype. Release after the... How do I get out my prototype? 1. Charge. Crap. Back off. Crap. The UK is so silly. Infected. The ones lying on the ground cannot be saved, only relieved of suffering. If I help them in their passage from this world, I can take their time for myself. You know, Scotland's silly, but Scotland's cool. Euthanasia. It requires administering sedatives to the dying, the same substances I could use to calm my own mind. I'm gonna put this dude 6 feet under. Alright, a correct dose must be administered. Injected drugs shift the cursor along the gauge. Must land within the highlighted zone before the dying person's heartbeat spikes. Overdosing will amplify suffering and I must alleviate it. What is this? Bromide. Administer? 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 Oh god, I got no more. Sleep well. Sleep well. Oh, the comic title, Everyone Hates England. England wanna be friends, Ireland, no. Scotland, no. That is kinda how England is. England would never ask to be friends with anybody. That's the thing, though. Right way. Oh yeah, but I gotta go over here. Hey. Make my own friends, US, fuck you and fuck your tea. Back off. Back off, I'll put a bullet in you. That person just tried to assault me. That's my mania. That's my mania, don't worry about me, I'm doing fine. Gotta go. Hold on. What do I need to administer to myself? Apathy. Use. I need more! Wait, no I don't. I need more nicotine. There we go.
Rewind.
That person might have been blind. Now that I think about it, that's probably true. I have no time to worry about that. I gotta get into this dude's house. Oh, I gotta euthanize someone else. Take some strychnine. That's not right. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Here, actually, take more valerian extract. I don't have any more. You're dead. I'm so sorry. You died in pain. I failed to ease the patient's pain, but I didn't add to their suffering. I feel nothing about this. This will not affect. This will not affect me in the long run. Excuse me, sir. Who's there? Got a problem? Stay back. Okay, I'm not afraid of ghosts. I will pop one in your measly, ethereal noggin. I'm fast traveling. God, I fucking hate this neighborhood. I hate this neighborhood so much. I'm never going back to hindquarters. Alright. Remind me not to go back to hindquarters. Not a big fan of hindquarters, I'll be honest. Oh. Hindquarters is ass. Hello, sir. Do you need to be euthanized? Okay. Weird way to look at me, but whatever. It looks like a cell diagram. I think I'm gonna have to put hindquarters down. I think there's no saving it.
Be quiet, you lot.
What did I just do? What did I do? Don't care. Where to next? It's just a bottle, man. Hindquarters is hindquarters if you get what I mean. I get what you mean. Can I shoot his bottle? He's too fascinated by that bottle. Something's wrong. My apathy is drained. What happened? I lost health. I'm gonna need to use some strychnine. Let's get a little bit crazy up in here. Let's get a little manic. This the right place? Damn, this your house, Philat? Okay. Yeah, I'm breaking and entering. Yeah, I'm gonna take it. I don't know about the bottle. The bottle must be a special entity that I'm unaware of. This is nice. Let me in. Let me in. Whatever. This bottle can't be that important.
Misophonia, Dankovsky.
Life. Health decreases when taking damage. It can be restored with something called healing poultice. What? Is the music killing me? What? The music was killing me. Clock. Nothing in the clock. How is the... Hello? Philat's neighbor. I just mopped that floor and now you're walking all over it. It took forever to scrub clean, you know? Apologies, I'm not a very good at walking in a handstand. My legs always veer off to the left for some reason. Look at that devastation. Impressive. How did it even happen? It's the bottle? No death metal? Oh. Is this an early form of death metal? Death classical? Stop with that clowning, will you? First he's turning the bathroom upside down, but it's our only one for all these apartments. People wash their kids here and they take their own baths on Tuesdays and Thursdays. They keep it clean. And now there's you with your remarks. Bet you're a pal of Philat's, aren't you? Philat's in the hospital now. He's under observation. I'm here to figure out how he got sick. If Philat's in the hospital, perhaps that's for the best. Person getting sick is for the best? Hey, don't look away. You said it, not I. By the way, if you're just coming by, I'm going for the Evil Doctor Toxic Workplace Environment playthrough. So I'm going with the worst options ever known to man. Don't you shame me. I've helped him out his whole life. With cooking and cleaning and whatnot. He was a loner with no one to take care of him, and it wasn't too much trouble for me. We were neighbors after all. He and my husband had been friends since they were kids. Doesn't that just sound idyllic? We drifted apart a little as time went on, but he used to always thank me, and one day it was like bam! He forgot everything. Never said a word anymore. Scurried past me to his apartment, eyes down, no hello, no goodbye. But he sure showed this bathroom who's boss. So this sort of frenzied rage isn't typical of Philat. He'd never trashed anything before and was well behaved. Dr. House but evil? Yeah, exactly. I'm going for an evil Dr. House. What kind of person this is typical of is an easy guess. You often get this with drunks. One moment he sits there quietly and then he's delirious all of a sudden. With all this ruckus and mess, at least he didn't punch anyone out. He didn't tell me he was a drunk. He said he didn't drink. Has he been a drunk for long? Was this his first delirium tremens episode? Has he had them before? He didn't drink before, but go ahead and look out that window. The town's falling to pieces. It's enough to make a saint start drinking. It's like people have gone crazy. Some grabbed a bottle, some grabbed a knife. It's hard to stay human. Everyone's inner beast is looking to break out. A bottle? Some grabbed a what? What's with this bottle? Who do you work for? Do you work for the bottle? You know for certain that Philat trashed the place in a drunken haze? Or is that just what you're assuming? Well, what do you think happened? He didn't just trash the shared bathroom, he was sick all over it. The whole place was a mess. I thought I'd never get it clean. You know what it's like to mop up someone else's vomit? What does a smart dresser like you know that, eh? I went to medical school, my good lady. My good lady? The quantity of vomit I used to cart around is more than this entire house could disgorge. Do I understand the lore of the bottle? No. I think that's my, I think the bottle is the main antagonist of the series so far, and I have to find a way to stop it. Philat vomited, that's what matters. It's a symptom that hasn't been noted before. Have you figured out everything you needed? I'd like to finish with the cleaning here. The kids from downstairs will be here soon to wash their hands before eating. They'll be better off if they don't see this mess. Just a minute. Is there anything else you can tell me about Philat? Do you happen to know any illness he's had in the past? Chronic or acute? Whatever you can remember. No, that man was never sick. Strong and tough as a cart horse. And I mean, I could easily imagine him pulling an actual cart. That's why they hired him, to guard the old Gimski meat cannery back in the day. You two talked more often at that time, right? If you ask me, Philat may be built for the job, but it's not a job for him. The termitary needs security, to make sure the steep brutes aren't beating about town, but he was getting sentimental about them. That's why he and I fell out. We argued about whether worms and herb brides were equals. Some security guard. I'm doomed? Not in-game IRL? What? No. No, this can't be right. The bottle is gonna get my ass? For real? How powerful is this bottle? A worthy opponent. Glass meteor will magically smash into your house exactly 1 hour, 20 minutes, 30 seconds, and 48 milliseconds hours into the stream. Next stream. Okay. Okay, I can believe that. I actually do plan on streaming tomorrow. I had a plan to stream tomorrow. I have another game I want to play tomorrow. What game was it? Wizardom. So, if you want to come by my stream tomorrow, I plan on streaming again tomorrow the game Wizardom. It's not just getting your ass, it's fucking taking it? Slash me clenches butt? No! I need that! I need mine. It can't have it. Anyways, what were we? An opinion like that doesn't paint you in a good light, but your neighbor, on the other hand, sounds like a man with a conscience. Once again, this option is just so vile. Boom! What a thing to say. Stop trying to confuse me. I don't have time to pick your philosophizing apart. Anyway, I've got a bathroom to finish cleaning. Black got into philosophizing, too, and it both destroyed our friendship and made him an alcoholic. There's no good in that. You go back to his drinking once more. Your delirium hypothesis is logical, but it's still only a conjecture. In fact, his denial of a drinking habit sounded very sincere to me. Once again, not believing anything anybody tells me. I'm doing pretty good at this job. Who wants to confess to something shameful like that? The thing is, lifelong sots are proud of it. And it's the new made ones who are ashamed. I thought we were in Scotland for a second. Lifelong Scots. I hope he's ashamed. It's anyone's darn guess if he is. It's like he's become a completely different man. For all I know, he's lost all sense of himself at this point. Gone completely off his rocker. Off his rocker? There's something new again. Are you just talking about the bathroom incident, or is there any other evidence that he's off his rocker? His episodes, you know, before he trashed the bathroom, I'd hear this muttering coming from beyond his door every night. And he lives alone, no family, and no one visits him. My husband and I used to be his only friends. He's started talking to himself, and that's a sure sign. Why didn't you say that right away? You seem like a smart woman, but even you make getting this information feel like pulling teeth. This changes the picture completely. Scotland. Scotland forever. I can't roll my R's like Scottish people can. I want to be able to do that, though. I just can't roll my R's. Whenever I try it, it sounds like... There's a part of my tongue that just doesn't want to roll my R. But when Scottish people do it, that shit sounds cool. It sounds a little goofy, but it sounds cool. But at least I can say purple burglar alarm. Ah, stupid Scotsman. Purple burglar alarm. Get fucked. Purple burglar alarm. Heh. Get owned. Anyways. Have I told you everything now? I have my limits too, you know? Mopping floors is hard enough, but bad-mouthing a former friend is harder. I'm sorry for the poor dummy. Where is Philat's room? I'd like to take a look before I go. That's all. Further down the hallway, here's the key. I've got work to do. Been breaking my back for half a day here. Whose fault is it? A fool who's also a drunk now, poor soul. Now I must remember to put hallucinations and vomiting on his record according to a neighbor. Can I do that? Nice. Alcoholic according to a neighbor. Where's vomit? Vomiting and nausea. Hallucinations. Oh, it's looking like tularemia. Direct the air to the roof of your mouth and use your tongue to direct it to the tip. Like that? A practice you can learn to bounce your tongue. I can't like bounce my tongue. It's like, I don't feel like I'm doing it right. Whenever I do that noise, I feel like I'm not doing it right. You know what I can do though? This might, I don't know if this is gonna come through. I can do this. I can make that noise. Can anyone else do that? Huh? Bet you can't do that. Boom. Oh, Twilight syndrome. 0% of it is with your throat. I'm so bad at it, man. The clicking noise, that's something only I can do, though. I am part insect, after all. Because I'm ginger. Hey, kid. Boy. Stain, Bana, Erdem. What is this news? The neighbor told me Phil I lived alone. By Shvia Garga, Bikaranab. You're angry. Shiyundi Aribshi. I have no idea what you're saying. Hello, Erdem, I said. Why have you come? Ah, right. Erdem is what you call scientists, right? Got nowhere to go. By Galdai. Don't kick me out, Erdem. You're a kitten burglar, perhaps? Are you Flat's son? You don't look much like him. Not going back to the Warren. Oh, you must be from the Termitary. You're just who I need. Yeah, I'm part insect because I'm ginger. Yeah. I think I said that correct. That's technically how genetics work. You people call it the Termitary. Ada Hamni, Irene, Hivreen? You smell like danger. Balish. Byalish. Go your own way. Will you tell me what's in there then? In detail, please. Maybe I'm ginger because I'm an insect. I didn't think about it loud. I didn't think about the details of this. People are there. Katanga? What else do you want? We live there. I have to get past the guards. I'll tell, just let me go. There's a crawl hole out of the Warren. A Kai Falat watches it. Helps me go around the angry guards. Teranamea Barba. Why didn't you just stay there? Let me guess, love struck? Or did you break your code of laws? Have you people even got one? Kai Falat seems like a savvy fellow himself. How much did he charge you for his help? At that place, please give me the full details. My patience and time are running out. Medene Ogye Hara Agub. What? Kai Falat took in, hid, sheltered, so no one sees. No one returns me to the Warren. Be Kododoho Bayarii Kurgaheb talked quietly. Zilj Nogohon Yaza Shesherneb. So no one hears. You're gonna have it hard without your guardian. Where's the Kai Falat? Yun Bolahob? How is he? Finally, some sensible talk. He's in the hospital. He's ill. I'm a doctor and I need to find out what he's ill with. Will you help me? I will. Namda Tylakad V Vritaib? Akai Falat sickens. I saw it. He sickens. I'm trying to pronounce this. I don't know if this is an actual language, but I'm trying to pronounce these words. Does Falat drink? Vodka, wine, those steep herb infusions of yours? At first glance, I can't see a single bottle. Not a drop. Strict on himself. Doesn't allow me neither. Doesn't allow him either. Hayden Shengi Katu. So the neighbor was mistaken after all. Perhaps she wanted to be mistaken out of spite. The reasons doesn't really matter, though. What matters is that he wasn't drinking. How else can I help? Save a Kai Falat or dem? Be Shama Asunab. They put, don't you dare sneak away. I need to look around and then I'll ask you more in a bit. Oh, neighbor. I'm getting manic to the point where I need you to tell me the truth. Neighbor. Oh, nothing to say now, huh? I would pull my gun on you right now if I could. What are you looking at? Whatever. Yeah, whatever. I don't need that open anyways. Window! It looks kind of odd out there. Q. I need to focus. Wet rags on the bed, huh? Used to put them on his forehead? Dude's been sick for a while then. No label on the pills, can't tell what they're from. Can't tell what they are from the appearance. Palat took them. Did he know he was sick? Oh, I'm getting lied to ever. Cat's tail is a great toy. 2 patients turned over to the assistant. The third one is a tough nut to crack. A little investigation is needed to clarify his diagnosis. What this? Who would eat it? Even rats would probably be disgusted. What about the kid? An escapee from the lockdown termitary. Genuinely concerned about Falat. Okay, kid. Listen. You know, okay? You try and fake it with all those fancy words of yours, but you know. You and I both know you're actually a doctor hitting as a kid who found out the secret to immortality. Just confess. Listen, nothing bad's gonna happen if you don't confess to me that you're some sort of immortal vampire that can breach the human conflict of mortality. Confess! Aiden Baina, Erdem. How's your supposed to help me? Will you tell me what happened to Falat? I will. Dem de Tylekegvi Uritaib. Akai Falat sickens. I saw it, he's sicking. I found some pills, medicine. What are these? Who was taking? Should be dyslexic, but the words are literally dancing around the screen. That's what I was thinking for a moment. Like, the doctor... Is the doctor dyslexic? But that was, like, the main story. That's, like, the main... Him thinking about him getting up to, like, right here. But it was jumbled for some reason. Nothing else comes out, like, odd to him, so I don't know why he would be dyslexic. But I guess it's because they're talking. I don't know. No uses in the steep. Bibata Bekier Medinegoib. Akai Falat said that they are so the head doesn't ache. Another symptom, good. His head hurt. Terezaboho. Zoboho is a funny name. I could go by the name Zoboho. Drags on the bed look like they were used in a compress. Bind something hot or cold over an injury. Do you know anything about them? I do. Anyhine Amnelge. Akai Falat was hot. Tossed and turned. I put cold on him. We had a fever, and he didn't mention it during the interview. Harry Edegehi give. I worry for him. Maybe find some kind of program to brute force the weird words. I wonder. I don't really know. This might be like an established language in this universe. Because once again, I haven't played the other Pathologic games, but I know there are other Pathologic games that have like a fan base. Specifically the second one. I think the second one is pretty big. But I haven't played it. I think I saw something on it like before a while ago. But I really don't think I remember anything from it. So. Something rotten on the table. Did you eat it? Is this what made Falat vomit? Hungry. We needed. Minge. V. Akai Falat's not rich. Buos. Vlad. Pays the guards so little. Karoo. Was enough for one, not enough with me. Hard to feed two. Akai Falat walked. Looked for cheap food. They cheated. Sold rottens. I can understand the difficulty of your situation. Noble deeds will come with a cost. Will I eat that rotten stuff or did he not? Did he get sick from the food poisoning? Big! Tell me the truth. This is scary, Erdem. B.I. Gab. Never thought to eat the rot. Even Akai Falat forbade. And his hunger came. Crazy like. Yeleskelen. Grabbed everything, gobbled everything. I took away, hid, told him bad, rotten, will hurt. He didn't listen. Like possessed by some hungry beast. And you'd never noticed such indiscriminating behavior before? A change in feeding pattern is certainly telling. Never saw a man wolf bad food like that. And a zegte. So, mice, headache, fever, hunger, and the vomiting, fatigue and skin reddening. The veins are ruled out. But what happened in the bathroom? The neighbor says Falat drunkenly. No, he doesn't drink. Urte Ekener. He'd eaten bad food, couldn't keep it down, didn't want to make a mess in here, but went where he could do it. Oh, it's all coming together. God, I feel like a detective right now. I'm rubbing my hands back and forth. I got the whole picture laid out to me, like a constellation. And there, Jan. Water's there for washing. A guy fell out said, water scared him. Heard the dripping, went crazy. Can a man be scared of water, Erdem? Jan is life. Oh, I'm guessing water is Jan. Can a man be scared of water? Got scared of water for no apparent reason and trashed the bathroom? This is an extremely rare symptom. It should sort it all out. Let's get the final verdict. Check. I guess I can keep everything. No vomiting and nausea. Hallucinations, wrong. Weakness, bingo. Headache, bingo. Fever? Where fever? Where fever? What? Where's fever? Bulimia, I guess? Chest pain, cough, coughing up blood, difficulty breathing. Am I blind? Where's fever? Oh, here we go, fever. Weakness, fever, bulimia, headache, skin redness. Nephropathia epidemica. Has all the symptoms. Check this out once again real quick. A disease caused by a group of viruses, varying with the epidemic focus. Humans contract the virus from animals and their waste. Once again, this guy works at a butcher, as a guard at a butcher, but nevertheless, he works by animals. Disease begins acutely with fever, rapid heartbeat, nausea, and or vomiting, accompanied by headache and photophobia. After 3 days, a rash appears on the skin and facial flushing becomes evident. Disease causes internal bleeding, leading to patient's death. I don't know, though. These two don't have bulimia. What about tularemia? What's up with tularemia? An infectious disease transmitted through food, contact with rodents, and insect bites. Hold up. The onset is sudden, with fever, weakness, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, and headache. Hallucinations are observed in some patients. Ulcers and or redness that appear on the skin can also affect the eyes. Moderate mortality risk if left untreated. Immunity is permanent for recovered individuals, not contagious from person to person. Oh, this could be it. It could be tularemia. Because he started vomiting after eating the food. We said contract made it people make contracts with viruses and bacteria to allow them inside you. That's a good anime plot. Making contracts with viruses. I mean, there's already making contracts. There's animes making contracts with everything else in the world. Like Chainsaw Man, it make contracts with devils and evil things that kill people, and boom, you get their power. And I'll be honest, I've never read the Chainsaw Man manga, however it's pronounced. I only watch the anime. I'm a simpleton anime watcher. I don't go out of my way to check out mangas, which is probably heresy. Alcoholism not confirmed. What about measles? How's measles looking? Highly infectious viral disease with a very high transmission rate is marked by fever, inflammation of mucous tissues. I'm not so sure about that. I'll just keep looking anyways. Conjunctivitis and skin rash, Metropolitan Infectionist Society suggests cattle as a virus source, but this theory doesn't have the unanimous support of the medical community. The body overcomes the disease and immunity develops, preventing future... Nah. Decided. Excuse me, ma'am. Would you like to speak now? That's what I thought. Kid, you're the only help I ever had. Nothing else I need from you is time to head back to the hospital. So, I have to form my diagnosis now. Can I fast travel, please? Oh, no. No. Wait, is there anything else? Damn. Damn. Okay. Please. Please let me fast travel. Hey, kids. I'm gonna... Oh, what's the problem with the bridge? Oh. Okay. Okay, I'll go around. That's fine, I'll go around. No one's gonna run up on me or cause me any harm? We're all cool? What's over here? Yeah, what's going on back here? Everybody okay back here? We're all making friends? The Skinners. Ooh.
My head hurts enough as it is.
My head hurts enough as it is. I think I'm gonna need some tobacco. I think I need some backy for no reason at all. Now, why would anyone want to climb up here? Odd. It doesn't mean that much. I don't get it. You know what? Hold on. I have to take my dog out real quick. I'm gonna be right back. Be right back. You know what? Look at this guy. I'm back. Why is this guy so... This guy's so fixated on the BRB sign, bro? Oh, it's a bottle. I gotcha. Sure looking particularly sparkly today. Those BRB is wearing are so nice. So worlds apart? Worlds apart, but my undying love for you persists, BRB. Whoa. Don't get too attracted to the BRB sign. Alright, the BRB sign might never love you back. I won't say will, but might. You never know. It's gonna take a lot to get the BRB to love you back. How's everyone doing over here? Oh, what are you selling? Dairies? Is this a cheese? That is the most nastiest looking cheese I've ever seen. I don't get why people would ever like aged cheese. What the? How is that doing that? What? How? What the? Wait a minute. Wait, wait a minute, cows don't have horns. Oh. No. You guys don't want to eat or drink that milk. I'm telling you, that's not what you guys think it is. I'll let them go about their day. Ugh. Gross. The cheese is too strong. I can't escape the cheese. I really want to. Oh, I can fast travel now. Don't stop me in here. No. Back off. In parentheses, milk. The bull milk. What? What? Oh, I can go through here. Bull milk. I've got nothing for you. I'm actually poor myself. I make no money. I actually do everything I do, all my doctor business. Non-profit. I've actually not even made a cent from being a doctor. Repel thee! I didn't do anything. Yep. Ah. It's not. What? Where do I go? Here? Here. Milk of fertility. And a thick milk. What's up with this cow? Not much. Am I going the right way? The seesaw, it's just like my mental state. How am I going the wrong... I'm gonna freak out. I need more nicotine. Oh. Holy, that's better. Oh. Okay. Oh. God, I needed that. Okay. Okay, I'll go around this way, I guess.
Surely the amalgam can't pour like that.
Fuck you, mirror. That's about 7 years of bad luck, but I don't care. The bad luck will be worth it. This way. Where's my stamina? How do I know if I'm cooked or not? Oh! Oh! Back off! Back off! Get away! This game gives fourth hand smoking. Oh, I'm back. Oh. Hey guys, how's it going?
Is a hand? Or is it just the fingers?
What
or
are
the
you-
prints themselves?
What are you talking about? Listen to me, Bachelor, please. Just set our differences aside. They're accusing me of being the Sand Plague itself. Once I learned that you woke up on the eve of the epidemic in an empty grave with no memory, you seemed a perfect candidate for patient zero. That's probably true, little Saint Girl. I suspected it from the very beginning. Yeah, you probably got the plague. Don't you laugh at me. You know I'm helping you. We're in this together, working towards one goal. We're just different, so we each do it in our own ways, however we can. Clara, you're extremely suspicious, and that's fact. I'd call you duplicitous, even two-faced. That wasn't me, not me, but my double. My twin sister. I didn't know. I told you, and that Haruspects are yours too. He didn't believe me for some reason, even though he did see us two together. Dude, Haruspects is such a giga Chad, man. I hate using that word, but he's so cool. Sure, you have a twin sister. How very convenient for you. But I've seen her. You're going into quarantine today. I don't know what, but you're certainly guilty of something. That's exactly the aura I'm going for. I don't know what anyone has done, but you're guilty of it. Let it be known. It's the other way around. I just feel where the infection will erupt next, and I go there to help. Please, you have to believe me. Only had a single reason to believe you. If anyone, it's she who's ruining my reputation, my twin sister. She must be here somewhere. Try looking around. You might be able to catch her. Will you believe me then? Very well, you beautiful delusional changeling. Goodbye. Meow. Ah, a job well done. Ah, a job well done. Oh, hey, look, more cows. Ladies? It made cow noise. Yeah, that's a bull. Yeah, that's a bull. What? Wait! Yeah!
Superstitions aren't real.
Superstitions aren't real. Hey, man. Oh, finally, I've been waiting for you, Dr. Dankovsky. As you can see, I've allowed our volunteer orderlies to leave on a break, but they all return as soon as you give the word. I'm afraid they'll have to work all night. Assign them to shifts. Consider it done. But what of the third patient, Filat, the termitary guard? Do you have a diagnosis? I haven't put him to sleep yet. I thought he might be useful to you again. You can verify a few things with Filat. Just be sure you put in the document and stamp it too. Are you telling me? Mr. Little, I barely recognize you. Are you going to teach me how to maintain patient records now? Yeah. Whole milk or 0% milk? That is 0% milk. There is no milk in that. Here you are. What took you so long, Doctor? Did my mice detain you? You're joking. Despite your nerves, that's a good sign. You relax. I've seen it and your secret has been uncovered. You can relax. I know your secrets. That's one of the funniest answers of this whole game. You can relax. I know your secrets. With this guy knowing your secrets, you're cooked, man. Just sit down and give up your life, man. It's over for you. Except the euthanasia, there's no coming out of this. So you met him? I tried to protect him with everything I had. I went to your hospital so he wouldn't catch it from me. And then you lied. You ascribed fatigue, but you've been nauseous, feverish, and much more. I've never been a good liar. If I told you too much, you'd know that someone was changing my bandages, so that I needed money to feed 2 mouths. Or talked as little as I could. Oh, of course you did. In medicine, dealing with people is more difficult than all the test tubes and measured doses. You can relax. Heart pounding, 180 BPM. Nothing to hide now. Sure, I led the boy through a hidden passage away from the slaughterhouse. He's just a kid, Doctor. It was a hardship that brought him to the cannery. And just like that, Fat Vlad put him to work. Young or old, it doesn't matter to the Olgimskis. They send everyone to the factory. This is a little interest to me. You just made orders. I tell your superiors the vaccine were so important. Dude, he's so cutthroat. Your story doesn't matter to me. This is like the absolute sociopath doctor, dude. I'm no hero, but I was taught to draw the line somewhere. I treat people like people, period. I've done what I could. I know you're in cohorts with the bottle. You know! Look at me, boy, you know. So you're saying you let more people out if you had more authority in such decisions? You believe the termitary's doors should be flung wide open, now during the epidemic? The one behind the 0% milk, he's selling it like crazy. Do you know? Do you know what he's doing to those balls? Saying you let more people out. They'll starve people to death in the termitary, and not just there either. While you were out, I overheard people in the hospital. Aren't you the tyrant who ordered a quarantine? Oh. I'm a tyrant, you're a rebel, and no one will be able to tell the difference in the morgue. Oh my god. I can only be so toxic. I can only be so pathologic. Oh, I don't know the adjective. Sociopathic. Without the quarantine, the plague would devour your town in just a day or two. It's the plague I restrict, not people. That's because to save as many lives as possible. Nope, I'm a tyrant, you're a rebel. Those are dangerous games you play, Doctor. I'm not the only one who doesn't like restrictions. Today people endure, tomorrow too. In the days that follow, they'll erupt. I told you, you can't humiliate a living being without suffering consequences. And this imprisonment humiliates the town a second time. Everyone's a critic. My decisions aren't up for debate. It's a reverse situation. Eat the cows only. In this context, I can't say it. Oh. Yeah. This a crazy situation that's sprung in this land. This won't end well, I tell you. I wonder. I was thinking, like, why does this guy just? Is there ever a point in this game where the NPCs can just get up and start fist fighting me? Like, imagine if this was Oblivion. I'd come out of this conversation. This guy would put his hands up and he'd start swinging. Like, this guy would obviously try swinging for my head at this point. Neither of us can tell the future, and Filet, I came to talk about your diagnosis. Drink this glass of water, please, before we continue. Oh, take that away. I can't stand here in this sloshing. Get away, doctor. Stop backing up, or you'll overturn the equipment drawer. Look, I put it away. It's gone now. The decisive symptom has now been confirmed. This is enough to make the diagnosis. I'll put it away. Diagnosis. Investigation has revealed new symptoms. They must be added to the casebook. And then a diagnosis must be chosen. Alright, buddy. This has all the symptoms, but something makes me think tularemia. What am I? I'm missing bulimia. This has all the symptoms, though. People in contact with animals in rural residents is also something he's gotten. But, well, the thing that, like, throws me off of this is, the nausea and or vomiting. He didn't start vomiting, until he ate the food. The rotten food. How many about headache and photophobia? After 3 days, a rash appears on the skin. Okay, it's probably this. It's probably this. I'm gonna lock it in. I'm locking it in. What do you think, sidekick? I've checked the records. You've diagnosed all 3 of the oddities who didn't quickly die from the plague. You're a mental giant, a luminary. I've asked you before, Mr. Little. Stop with the psychophantic theatrics. I'm doing what I must. We awaited your verdict with bated breath. What next? The vaccine? Searching the town for more people with the same symptoms as today's 3? Only choose us with a perfectly clear diagnosis. Late stages, pronounced symptoms, or you'll make every mistake. Consider it done, and after that, how much culture should we take? What temperature should we heat it to? Don't be overzealous with drawing blood. 450 milliliters at most, otherwise the weakened patients won't make it. Shake the flasks a little. Shake them well, enriching the mixture with oxygen. That's all you're good for. Bingo. God, I'm so toxic. God, I made the most toxic workplace environment ever. We've got it down in the last 2 nights. Well managed without supervision. I promise. Rest without fear that we'd ever disgrace you. So, Dr. Dankovsky, sir, do you give us permission to proceed? Make up your mind, Daniil Dankovsky, vaunted Bachelor of Medicine. They all believe you're a luminary. I have to lift myself up, though. I have to glaze myself and shine the spotlight on me. I'm a luminary. What's going on? I couldn't hear you. Do we begin or not? We do. Namki id quod vitari non potest metuit is vivere omnimo quieto nullo modo potest. I got through it. How long is this demo? This is a demo, by the way. This is a demo for the full game. Oh. Okay. First of today's patients. Believe she's healthy, but feeling well proves nothing on its own. Physical exam done. I need to write down the results in my casebook, then discuss them with the patient. Anamnesis collected, time to diagnose. Diagnosed, all clear, on to the next patient. Next patient came to the hospital on his own, exceptional awareness. Physical exam done. Should just remember to write down the symptoms I found in the casebook and discuss them with the patient afterwards. Anamnesis collected. Strike out the false symptom, keep the real ones, and I can diagnose. Diagnosed. Another verdict pronounced. One last patient remaining today. Third patient. A guard of the territory of the factory shelter, locked before the epidemic. I should ask what's happening there while I'm at it. Physical exam done. Once more, I need to write the... I kept forgetting to go through this. Yeah, this is the demo. I kept forgetting to go through this when I was going about the world, because I didn't know... there were signs showing up on the side of my screen, but I didn't know what it was doing. Once more, I need to write the symptoms down, then ask the patient if I understood him correctly. I hope I can be done with it quickly. Time to take a walk. Difficult case. The diagnosis was almost clear, but the patient denied a symptom. I need to visit his home to find out. I'm so sick of it all. Anamnesis collected. Time to put the last doubts aside and make the diagnosis. Diagnosed. The last one for today. Finally. All that remains is to order the vaccine made. 5th day in the town. 3rd one at the hospital. The plague runs rampant. I still hope to find a vaccine, but for now, only the quarantine protects people. Yeah. Am I good to end the day? Okay, so Luta, I diagnosed with anemic vasculopathy. Vasculopathy, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Finch, marital status single at 41. That's tough. Diagnosed with burning fever. Flat, marital status single at 47. Bro, these are modern day numbers right here. This is what it looks like in 2025. Anyway, I diagnosed him with nephropathia epidemica. Okay. Job done. Let's see if I have anything else left to do. I think that's everything. Am I gonna need to... Oh, I might need to take some strychnine. Yeah. Oh, God, that shot my mania right up. That's good. Hey, Little, you gotta try some of the strychnine sometime, man. I promise you it's good. Anyways. I'm guessing this will probably end the demo here? All diagnoses were correct! The assistants are preparing today's vaccine. Well done, Zombie. Well done. Thank you, Zombie. It's 11 p.m. 23 for me. Yeah, it's 11 p.m. for me as well. You've done all that you could, Senor. Go on and rest. They wait for you at the Stillwater. Are you in charge of deciding if I've done all I could? Your vaccine will be ready only on the marrow, and would it even free your heart from its torment? What else are you doing? Good night. Have fun. Oh, good night. Thanks for stopping by. I'll probably end the stream soon. I don't think this is going to go on for much longer, but thank you for stopping by. I could do what I came here for, get to Simon Kane at last. Some skinny dudes. Where am I going to? Here? Okay. Where does this connect to? Do I need to go around the back, I guess? This way? I still can't tell where my stamina is. Oh, well, there it just ended. Guess I could just go back here. Oh, there's a door right there. This the right one though? No. Okay. What? Do I have to? Oh, come on. This isn't opened. Can I open it? Ugh. Okay. Okay, so I'm going for a little bit of a stroll. I really do wonder if this, like, glitching... It's kind of like hitching. Like, pulling my mouse a little bit, or... My mouse isn't going all the way. I wonder if that's, something with the game. I wonder what in the game is doing that. Do I go there? Screw it. I'm exploring. I haven't had enough of this demo yet. Never mind, I'm not going there. Made up my mind. And then I go around the wall.
It was quiet in Thanatica.
How'd I push two of them at the same time? Can I push the seesaw? Wow. Unrealistic. Lame. Man, come on. Come on, man. Let a guy have some fun.
I forgot that there's so much of the world.
Nice little gazebo. A gazebo? Wait a minute. What? Oh. What? What? How do I get out of here? Can I not leave? What's the deal? Is this the end? This might be the end for me. Oh, I could have just walked back over here. I'm gonna keep going. Come on, Doc. You gotta do some running, man. Gotta do something to boost your stamina. No. Okay. Think I can go around? No. What? How do I... I guess I just go through this door? I'm gonna have to go through the hindquarters again? No, please. No more hindquarters. That's a dead end. I'm lost in the demo. Am I looking? I could use some strychnine in a little bit. Here. Oh, I gotta go through gut. Please, no. Yes, just... Aww. I just wanted to coast right through it. Hey, guys. Doctor, we're rotating. Leaving, that is. Abandoning, our post. Oh, indeed? Is that an ultimatum? Well, we didn't sign up for this. They've gone and armed themselves. Not petty thieves, no. These are proper... what's the word? Thugs. They shoot, Doctor. They stab. Really unheard of around here, raising a knife against your fellow man. And we're unarmed. It's fine, I'm armed. You're saying you got it in you to kill? Another living, breathing person? No one will attack me, I'm a doctor. Does he know? Doctor, you're looking at today from the... what's the word? Lens of yesterday. We weren't afraid then, either. Lots of people trying to get inside plague districts like this one. Thing is, yesterday, they weren't shooting. They weren't stabbing. Today is, as I say, a whole different beast. They have humanity. And now, they really don't. Lost their humanity? Exaggeration. Remain at your post. I'm afraid not, Doctor. We're volunteers. We took no oath. Okay, fair enough. You took no oath, but you'll truly abandon the town to such a fate? Not letting thieves in and sick out? Fine. Putting yourself in front of a bullet or a blade? Well, say it again. It's a whole different beast. The fact you brought us to this state is, thought-provoking. Again, really unheard of. And on that note, As they say, take or leave. Go wherever you like. This is certainly not a job for cowards. Boom, get owned. Were they even real? Revolver. The quarantine rioters want to kill me. I must defend myself. Another revolver. I have 4 bullets. Bink. Bink. Oh my god. Fastest hand?
Yes, this is a migraine.
This is a migraine. Fastest hand ever seen. Back off! People are intimidated by weapons. The mere sight of a raised weapon will stop a rider for a moment. Press.
Hold it.
Back off. Back off. Don't make any sudden moves.
Come here.
Back off. I will not come over there. Stay back. Pitchfork would probably try and kill me. Back off. What? Who did that? I gotta get out of here.
Keep quiet in the library.
Stay back.
There he is.
I don't want to put a bullet in you.
Hey,
He's out of ammo.
get back here.
I'm not out
over
of
here.
So easy.
They weren't real. It's all a figment of my imagination.
Got
They're
you.
they're not real.
Hold it.
Empty.
They're not real. What? What's happening to me? Huh? Oh, come on. Come on. The assistants are preparing today's vaccine, which will delay the town's demise. Yada, yada, yada. Dude, it's hard when the camera hitches. And I can't smoothly aim down sights at some freak trying to run me down. Back through gut I go. Yeah. Goodbye. Whoop. Yep, you're gone. You weren't real. I know.
I'd rather not hear it all.
Back off.
Come here.
I will not come here.
Closer.
You see me reloading the weapon? Oh. Back. Stop it. Ow. 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 Okay. So, apparently that one's real. He beat me up. That hurt a lot. How did he know it wasn't loaded? Well, I guess I looked away. But I can't shoot them. Hey guys. Goodbye. Yep. Alright, I need to be strategic here. Give me 1 minute to reload my revolver.
Enough.
Enough.
Come on.
You stay back.
Hey, you.
Stay back. I'm warning you.
Come here. There he is.
Stay back. I mean it. I will shoot and you will disappear. He's throwing something at me. What the? I gotta move.
Don't want to hear this.
Hold it.
Where do I go?
Stop right there. Come here.
Defended yourself, Doctor.
Oh, get away from me. Everyone get away from me. Where am I going? Not much further now. Oh, man. Okay. Heal. Use the swing set. I guess that dude was just throwing stuff at me. Oh, that's sad. Yeah, that's sad. Looks like you're in my way, pal. You're in my way. Hands in the air. Hands in the air. Hands in the air.
Hey, you.
Hands where I can see them. Okay, I'm going. But where am I going? This way. Yes.
There he is.
Back up. I'm out of here. Am I losing HP? I'm not. I'm going. Give me a help, give me a help, give me a help, give me a help. Don't zoom in.
Back. Come over here.
Everyone, let's be calm here. Let's all be friends here. Oh. Okay. Okay. I did some strychnine. I'm okay. Oh. Sorry, I had to see that. Gonna run up on me, kid, are you? Put a bullet between your eyes, I promise I'm crazy. I'm just a doctor. Well, well, well. What was I doing here? Today. My only outlet. I'm dead tired. Back to the still water. I'm always a little alive there. Even when worked to death at the hospital, I even breathe easier. Soul of the still water. Loyal Eva waits to share an evening conversation with me, and she's not alone. When did our talks become a part of Bachelor Dankowski? Dangerous place. Not everyone in town is content with the epidemic measures. This district is rebelling. I need to be careful. Hello. That seems like not cool to happen.
Drilling my temples.
That doesn't seem like a cool thing to have in a building. Hello? Are you Eva?
God keeps the
He
moon
is.
from the wolves.
You're back, and just in time. You know, a mob is slowly gathering outside the house. I didn't see anyone. I didn't see anyone. I did. They peer into the windows. They're planning something, deliberating. Sometimes they carry torches, and sometimes stakes. I think they're up to wickedness. You often see what isn't there, Eva, don't you? Gaslighting. Achieved. If you decide to go out and check after all, please take me with you. There's no need. I won't be there long. Wait, let's talk a little first, like we always do. You said it yourself yesterday. When you're talking to me, it's like talking to a cat. The only way to sort your thoughts. You must have brought so many new thoughts with you. Tell me. No, Eva, I was wrong then. You're not a cat. I'm sorry for that arrogant thing I said. I've changed now. One whole day I'm a changed man. Will you tell me? You see? Well, first of all, it's clear the sand pest can't be defeated by ordinary means. We are so short on time. Creating a vaccine takes weeks, and I don't even have days. It means we must do something different, but what? How do we find an opening? What can replace time when there's not enough? Time, on occasion, Eva. Time can be replaced with people. But we don't have those here, either. As they say, 9 women can't make a baby in a month. Neither can time be replaced with space. Although, maybe. You're worried about other things right now, Bachelor. I'm human. I'm an intelligent, industrious, courageous human. A good specimen, one of the finest, and still I have too many limitations. Solving these problems takes something greater. a stream. Twitch.tv/twitch.tv.com/zombie. Twitch.tv/zombie. If you will, instead of a point, I must pass through several apertures at once. I don't understand. Wait, what's that noise outside? Told you there are people and they're scaring me, but our conversation is more important and will never happen again. No, I think the conversation can wait. It got dark outside. One-way glass? Or fake windows? Whoa. What about outside? What am I going up here for? My legs are moving on their own. God, mirrors.
Ones don't lie.
Don't look at me, mirror. I needed to do that. That was very necessary for me. Oh, this. This is beautiful. This is saying a lot. Analyze items. Unavailable in the demo. Okay. I'm guessing that means the demo's probably ending soon. Fellas, what's the matter? Whoa! Whoa, I'm gonna walk up. That was wrong?
I'm overflowing with soul. I have enough to share.
Learned man, why does it do that? Can someone's hair really grow so suddenly? Hold on, Eva. We're in danger. Let's drop the title song. See, I told you so. That talk remains in the past, and it won't happen again. It's happening out there. What do they want? I made one mistake. Just one mistake. And now you're making fun of me? You know how to make it right? Yes, you see, I was trying to tune down the panic and stop the infection from spreading. I issued some harsh decrees on quarantine measures. Told everyone to stay home, no talking, no sneaking out. Not everyone found this enjoyable. They're frightened? All piled up rather unfortunately. The regular supply train run was running late, and the quarantine was very sudden. Many people lacked necessities, food, medicine, water, and much more. Town became a rat trap in a cornered rat. Pounces on the cat, and even overcomes it sometimes. Thought it all through. I'll revoke the decree. Right now, it won't get any worse. No one complied with it anyway. It just led to exasperation. No sanity measures. No authority here. Just anarchy and chaos. To hell with it. I'm revoking the decree of this instant. Not too late? I guess we'll see. I'm coming upstairs. He's doing what? Oh, a boy came here recently, agitated, angry, carrying some papers. I gave him bread and dried apples. He's upstairs by the table he signed all your papers at. Okay, I'm going. Cessate causa cessat affectus. What does that mean? Who knows? Emergency command desk is on the second floor. Aha, the second floor. Hey, dude.
This joint won't break. It's made of metal.
So they made a bunch of decrees about the town? Like there weren't enough already? Told me to bring them to you for approval. For review, not approval. I'll only approve them if I find them at least minimally sensible. I love the matter-of-fact options. They puncture my soul, man. You'll have to ask the higher-ups. I just bring you what I'm given. You decree, we carry it out. Instantly. You got full authority 2 days ago, didn't you? So use it. We'll obey. As far as I'm concerned, roosters do the crowing, and who cares if the sun doesn't rise? Instantly, if you say so. Decrees. Up to 3 decrees can be issued per day. Issued decrees can apply to any available day, not just the current one. There's more? Review decrees. Bad decree. The enacted decree is causing problems. Select and remove it using Z. Okay. Hey.
What should a man do once his guts have turned to rags?
Remember our request? There are 500 kids at the polyhedron right now. 522 to be precise. Not counting me. The tower supports our weight just fine. Don't order the evacuation. It must not happen. What are you doing here, kid? You're supposed to be in the polyhedron. You lifted the quarantine, and I think we agreed you'd stop calling me kid. I just signed the decree. The ink hasn't even dried. You're living in some special timeline of your own, Dr. Dankovsky. For all I know, it might have taken you a fairly long time to sign the decree. In the meantime, the weather has turned fair, and the quarantine is nothing but a memory. Go outside and see what you've wrought. For everybody who has an ancient author would have put it. Anything with this odd Latin sayings is a good answer to me. Alright, what have I done? Might as well dip my toes in the water, right? Why not? Get my feet wet, as they say. Alright, how's it going? Oh my god, you can't be serious. Really? It's this bad? Banish, ye demon?
You fear me because you fear an end to your loneliness.
Hello, Doctor. Thank you for clearing the way for me. I gotta assume this is a case of damned if you do, damned if you don't, as my colleague Barack would put it. You're not. You're just a smart fellow who finally understood that I'm a blessing, not a curse. That Simon of yours figured it out long ago, by the way. That's why he allowed me into the town. That's why he took my communion. Have I died? Oh, Bachelor, he hasn't died. You're just looking in the wrong direction. He excluded time from the world, and thus became immortal. He's dying, sickening, living, rotting, thriving, all at once. He found a way. Okay, just a minute. Give me some time to think. I can wait. I have time aplenty. An infinite amount. Shabnak is a good name. You say he's excluded time from the world, so I'll just include it back. The rumbling? Be gone. Oh. Okay. What do I need to do here? My temporary safe haven, my emergency command headquarters, and the only place in the town where I can breathe. What do I do? Do I have a goal? Oh, here we go. Bad feeling. Past shadows over the future. I need to find a mechanical clock and restart the time. Sounds easier than anything I did in this town. Oh my god. What did I do? I don't know what to do. I guess I find a mechanical clock. And I don't know where to look. Probably talking to that Shabnak would have given me more clues. But I really kind of just wanted to end it. I'll be honest. Door. Open. Dang it. Okay. Clock. Clock. How am I doing mentally? Oh, that's not good. More strychnine is always necessary. That didn't even put a dent in my mental status. Oh, no, there it is. Some crazy music. Where's this clock at? I just want the clock. And in here? Kick.
Never alone.
What?
Things everywhere.
Okay, I'm going back inside. Eva, it's evil out there. It's no good out there. No good. I can't talk to you. Where's the clock? What do you want? What troubles you, senor? Your day is over. I don't know, man. A mire indeed, so let it not your grave. become, it may be best to cry surrender. At least you've held on to humanity, a feeble joy through that may be to you, so that may be to you. You can but do the things that can be done, no more. Accept your fate as it so stands, there still can be a victory in this. Oh, I think there is a solution, it just hides somewhere unusual. Is that a clock behind you? It's time itself your quarry now. Would you repair the past? Can such a thing be done? Signor, you know the literature on this. A flap of wings hither, a storm thither. Though that one tale is yet unwritten. At least try to picture how things might have gone differently. Well said, but I knew you not to be a Berkelian. But my remaining option is to become one. Then lay your head asleep, or will you stare into the clock's face as if it were a stereogram or sacred icon? Perhaps it shall become what it is not. Start over. Here I am leaving the capital. Oh, loot it for nothing. See the past. Another day. The story requires time. Time is embodied in amalgam. I will consume it when trying to recall another day. A new day brings new memories. Select the day to explore. Day 1. Day 2. Day 3. Okay, that's it. Okay. Man. Oh. Well, I'm back here. In which day 3, in which the bell tolls. Oh, what? What?
My heart is hammering.
What?
Can you hear it?
I don't dream. Are you gray haired soon as things are full waiting? For what? What for? Think about on that. Yeah, I can't walk past her. No, it's ending! The demo! Good demo. Good lord, that was 3.5 hours of demo. And this game is probably gonna be huge. I don't know about the other games, but man, that was a long demo. That was fun though. I might play the full game when it comes out. It was fun. I'm going to sleep. Goodbye.